Yo, 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 welcome to Team RaddTitan, and this is the Collector's Chat. This is the longest running collector-based chat for the statue community.
Only because we keep having about a month, like 6 months off in periods, and
Doesn't
a whole
matter.
year off.
Semantics, my friend, semantics. But and it's not. I don't know why you put "we" in that sentence. I haven't been gallivanting around Thailand, catching COVID, and being patient zero and spreading it everywhere. It's got nothing to do with me.
Well,
Exactly. I was here. I was here, and I was available. I just want that known from the off. So we're here. Grab a beer, grab whatever you're drinking. If it's Alex, probably a whiskey or something like that. And join us because we're going to be running through some updates. We're going to be sharing community stuff, talking about some bits and pieces. We may get a rant. Maybe I'll throw some abuse at some people. Prick, woman, led, or whatever the fuck his name is. Might start throwing some shots at people. So you never know what you might get. We've been off for a little while, so anything's possible.
Well, the problem as well is because we've been away so long. George was meant to send me some pictures today, which I was waiting for yesterday, which I've been waiting for. They never came, and so I went on and I've done as many images as I can without kind of going too many. So I think there is too many at the moment, and I didn't even go that far back. So
yeah, I'm sure there is. I mean, and listen. Let me just get something straight before you even start with that. Today, I painted my downstairs, so I've been painting all day, and then I took my son to the Natural History Museum. So don't even fucking start about sending you pictures. It got there before the chat went live, which is saying something. You know what I mean? I did actually have a fun day.
All I asked for was the fucking Hordak pictures and the repaints.
That's what you got.
No, it says George has sent you 134 pictures.
Yeah, well, just use the other stuff because obviously I scroll through some stuff to share. But obviously, you don't need to worry about it. Don't add it. Just take the Hordak stuff and repaint stuff if that's what you want to go on about. That's fine. I've got no problem. I'm your Huckleberry. Make sure you start coming in with some questions and stuff with us as well. If you've got anything to ask, anything you want to talk about.
Well,
the floor will be yours if you wish to.
I did put up a few posts saying the usual if anyone wants us to kind of cover anything. And
I like the live interactions though. I don't, that's all good on the group, but I kind of dig it when someone asks a question while I'm here, so then I can give you the real time answer. I don't even read any of that because I'm not interested. I would prefer that somebody ask me on the chat and then I can talk about it without having to think about it, because then that you've got too much rehearsed shit in the community as it is. Let's have some real stuff. You know what I mean? If you want an edited down, watered down, limp dick sort of situation, then send send a question in writing. I'll think of the most PC way to answer it. No, I actually wouldn't even bother with that, to be honest, because I really don't care enough. But yeah, I'll give you some answers. You want to talk about some nice, deep, heavy shit, and we can go into that too. It's all good.
Try.
Sure, why not?
We can try it. Well, goddamn, what's going on with this? Got a new phone today, and basically, I'm still, even though I had a Samsung, I was using this really bad LG for about 3 weeks, and now I'm like well confused.
What's that like? What's the LG phones like? Really good? No,
this one was from in all honesty, it was from about 2014. But the thing is that the fingerprint sensor is actually much better on the LG one. Like, the fingerprint sensor was really good actually. So I'm just scanning my WhatsApp thing. But it's like now everything, because I haven't been on anything on here. It's like, did you give this permission? How about you give this permission? You give this permission. Give this every time I try and use something, and I haven't downloaded everything yet. So it's like,
how was your trip, man? Did you have a good time?
Yeah. So I mean, let me just pour out a whiskey.
Good for you.
Literally,
I got that. I'm not eating good stuff at the minute. Really stupid. Look at this shit. Look, that's what I've reduced to. Look, not even a crisp.
What's that about? A pop crisp thing?
Yeah, like some sort of chili thing.
I literally thought, do you know when you get like the alcohol? Do you know and it normally has that pourer thing on the end of it?
Do
you know so it pours?
I know what it is. You dizzy fuck, of course, yeah.
I thought I had that on my whiskey, but it didn't. So I was just like, glug, 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 oh fuck.
slow pour thing that they have for like cocktails.
It's slow pour, but I think it's also meant to be like anti-tamper, so you can't refill them as well.
That's always good. You need some of that in the Greek islands.
I think they just pull it off, get a fucking screwdriver, pull it off, and then
wrench that shit off, then glue it back.
Yeah, there we go. Fill it up with ethanol or whatever it is.
Ethanol, then, Is it ethanol? Yeah, I think it is ethanol.
Yeah.
What was that you wanted? Vodka, ethanol, and 2 shots of Bacardi. Sure.
And it was always that like that kind of like urban legend thing about if you order like ouzo or sambuca because it's so cheap, they won't bother to actually like put the fake stuff in there. And also because it goes cloudy if you mix it and all this stuff. So it was always like you always just drunk Sambuca because but then that defeats the purpose because the cheap alcohol has ethanol in it. So it's a bit like,
I can't see.
Yeah. The funny one was when when you used to walk from. You did stay in the place. Yeah, you stayed there for 2 days or whatever it was. But the place that we were staying,
6 days I lasted.
But the place
still to this day, I don't know why we just didn't go to another island. I still do not understand. I mean, honestly, at like 21, I obviously was as thick as shit.
Well, yeah, but I'm going through your pictures as we do this. I don't like that one.
Of course you don't. Did you take that picture of the Ronin bust?
Yeah, I did actually.
Oh, well done, sir. That is a lovely picture. When I saw that picture, I thought that's not his fucking thieving cunt. Who's he stealing that off? And
new camera.
Well, the new cameras don't make up for your shit angles and terrible sort of.
Oh no, it did. It did actually. It had this thing on there. It had this thing on there where you're cropping it, right? And on the bottom of it, which I've never noticed on my other Samsung, it said like auto rotate. And you click on it, and it actually lines it up. I did that.
I thought, wow, that's an amazing photo. That can't be Alex's. Can't be.
No, man. It was well pissed when I took it. Fucking weird. That's the thing. That's the thing about it as well. It's like, one of the worst things about me is I can't play pool when I don't drink because I'm useless. I'm wonky as fuck. If I have like a few drinks, it kind of corrects my wonkiness.
Yeah, you go straight to that.
Go good.
It's true.
And I can hit like everything in, but there's a fucking narrow window when I got that though. So
then you go too far, didn't you? The funny thing about Alex, which is the worst part about that, is when you play him at pool and he wins one game, he'll stop playing. Yeah. Especially against me. Yeah. So he'll beat me and then he'll just be like, yeah, I'm done. And put his cue down and you're like, what are you talking about? Be like, yeah, let's finish on a high and just fuck off. And then you'll be like, all right.
Yep. I did that to you with backgammon and you fucking went mental.
Yeah, because you've got to let people win like a little bit.
Yeah.
With backgammon, I taught him how to play, showing him the moves, and then he won, and then he was like, right, that's enough of that. And fucking let him know. He's like, oh shit, man. I love backgammon. Backgammon's the game, man.
I've not played backgammon in a while. You used to play all the time with Lenny, didn't you?
Yeah, I should play all the time.
No, not Lenny, Hodor.
Yeah, Hodor. You spell Hodor.
God, you can call him Lenny as well, actually. God, so how many fucking pictures did you send me?
I'm not sure.
Jesus Christ, man.
I have no idea, man.
Sent me so many. I'm going through all these ones now. I'm skimming through them, I'm afraid.
Don't worry, I don't care. I thought I was surprised you didn't ask me for photos, so I was a bit like, okay, well, I'll send you some. My fucking room, man, it's like a bomb's here. Got a mirror here, look. Got a mirror behind me here.
I can't see the screen.
I've got a mirror behind, like to the left of me, and I've got your Silver Surfer comic kit laying down behind me, boxed up, laying flat. What a fucking cunt that thing is to put away out. God, mate. Honestly, I thought, do you know what I felt like? I felt like I was playing fucking Operation again. That's what it feels like. You're playing like Operation. And you know, like when you're a kid, it really means something when that buzzer goes off. You're like, fuck.
I never played it because I was always quite retarded. So
let's get a fire mode. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad. As I was putting in, I was like, oh no. It was like so annoying, such a awkward. I mean, there's parts that really go well together, like that are really well packaged. There's areas like the heads and the hands. There's like a compartment at the top for the hands, and for the hands that don't have wisps on them, no cosmic. And then the cosmic ones have these little slots down the side, and there's loads of room for them, so spot on. There's no problem. But then there's the part with the base and the fucking the board, and you're just scratching your head like, what the fuck? Why is it so shallow? It's so fucking shallow. Like the thing that's in there, it's like well shallow. Like you'd have thought they'd have had this big fucking space, and then they'd have put the board in there like that, and it would be not touching anything, or it'd be like leaning, but like in full, and it just wasn't, man. It was like crazy.
Yeah. Right.
So I had to like lightly tape it, just very lightly, no pressure, just squeeze and just be like, right, that's it. I'm gonna try and be very gentle. Take it out like that. Walk it out of the house. That horizontal.
Yeah.
Put it in the car horizontal.
Well, I mean, I'll see what. I'm hoping that when that comes, it hasn't got a fucking another snapped board, because I don't really want a fucking snapped board again.
Well, I've done my bit. I've boxed it, and I've been well careful. I couldn't be any more careful with it, honest to God. And it's coming. It'll be hand delivered by me. I'm not even going to put it in the boot.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and put it in the front and wedge it up against the fucking front of the car. So literally, I'm going to pull the seat all the way back, and I'm going to fucking just wedge it so that it don't move. It's the best I can do. There's nothing else I can do. I mean, honestly, it's unshippable. I don't fucking ship that piece. If you own Silver Surfer,
that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing as well. Is, I mean, like I had, I've had one, and the board was broken. Johnny had, I think, 3. He had 3 of them, and all 3 of them, the board's cracked. So that's fucking ridiculous odds.
They're bad numbers. They're very bad numbers for sure.
Poor cunt.
They're numbers you better pay attention to.
Oh yeah,
It's the same with that with the Thor as well. Makes me worried about that Thor, because I bought it off Mike, and Mike bought it off someone that I know has a spray thing. She has a tendency to fix shit.
Oh yeah. Emma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so many people I know say to me now that she fucking repairs shit, respray stuff.
Yeah.
Tries to fix it.
She told me she did once. Yeah.
I've heard from other people as well, though. So you got to that one's another one. The amount of them that have been shipped and damaged in transit is just really, really high, because the actual what do you call it? The cape is actually attached, isn't it? The OG Thor, the cape is attached to the figure, so you can't take it off and have a little separate compartment to keep it nice and neat. The whole weight of the body is on top of it, so it's a bit of a nightmare.
Well, I think it was Omar Emperor who basically, pointed out the fact that it was all like material underneath.
Yeah, it's sculpted. It's sculpted over the top of material.
It's sculpted over the top. Yeah. It's weird decision.
Very weird, but it's old. It's OG, man. That's a really old piece. Was it 2006?
Oh, I couldn't tell you, but it's an early one for sure. I mean, do you know what I got out 15 years old. Go on. I got what's his name? I got out the Green Goblin, the original Green Goblin in sunlight. I took him outside.
Wicked piece for a walk. You took him out for a walk, did you? A stroll, put a lead on him.
No, I had someone collect some comics off me and drop some off, and basically I just was like, all right, let me just show you some stuff, because you're not allowed in. Because basically, like, Natalia was like, yeah, he ain't coming in, because we're quarantining anyway. So I was like, all right. Yeah. So I put the stuff outside, and he come and got it, and I sort of stood away, But I took it out and showed him. I let him see it, because he'd never seen a premium format before.
It's a very good premium format.
That. And I was just like, I said to him, I go, this is one of the first Sideshow pieces that was released by of that scale. It was one of the first 4 pieces to come out by Sideshow, and he was just like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah. This is a really old piece. Come out in 2004. They released basically Doctor Doom on Throne, Hellboy, Green Goblin, and Logan, and they were the four that they basically released. And I still think that out of those the four pieces, three of them are still three of the best for today. You know, I
definitely agree with you.
I also have I don't know why, but I do have a little homo love for the Logan as well. I know he's not great, but
in pictures, you think everybody's crazy that say that they like it, but in person, actually, it's surprising how much you do not hate it. I mean, in photos and things I've seen, videos I've seen, I'm like, that looks horrible. But in person, it's actually, you're like, actually, it's pretty well done. I don't have a problem with it.
It's hard to explain, really, because, I mean, when you look at it, you're like, you know what, that isn't great. Like, the head looks a bit off, because what they've tried to do is, obviously, they tried to take out the comic book and just do it, you know. And it didn't, in a 3D form, it's quite hard to pull off. Yeah, it was tough for them to do that. But when I've seen it in person, I've spoken to a lot of people who are like, I fucking hate that piece. That's one of the worst pieces ever made. Blah 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 blah. That's my worst Sideshow piece. And I'm like, you know what? I actually like it, and I actually regret I sold it to Wallace, and I do actually regret selling that one because I think I sold that to him really cheap as well. Really cheap.
Yeah, probably not your best idea.
We are there. Do you know what I do actually wish I did more of? Is just box pieces up and keep them. Box up some pieces where you know, rather than say, oh, you know what, I'm going to get rid of it, blah blah blah, and sell it cheap just to get rid of it. I wish I'd just stuck it up in the loft. You know, put it up in the loft.
Yeah, but in fairness, we always had like a little bit of an ethos with, if you can't display it, you shouldn't keep it. It should be seen.
Yeah.
You know, that was the way we sort of, when we started, it was what it was about for us. You know, if you can't display it, you don't hoard this shit and put it in boxes and put it in your loft, man. You know, that's
I know.
That's like, you're in it for the wrong reasons. Then, if you're not displaying the fucking thing, if it's not getting looked at and appreciated as a from a perspective, then you're not living your best life with these things. You may as well let somebody enjoy it who's going to walk in their room every day and go like, I mean, I come back from, you must have come back from Thailand, walked in your room and gone, you know, a bit of Kano from Mortal Kombat. Hey, baby, did you miss me? You must have walked in your room and said that, because I do it fucking all the time. I do it sometimes after a long sleep. I come downstairs, I'm like, hey, babies, daddy's home.
Well, what I had, because obviously I was away from home for over 5 months. I was away from home for 5 months. And I literally was like, while I was away, I was thinking to myself, right, I'm going to make some space. I'm going to sell a handful of statues. I'm going to sell a handful of comics. I'm going to make some of this, do that. And I basically got my comics out because I boxed them up and put them away in storage so that if something happened to my house, you know, I was all right. So I unboxed all of them and got them all out. And I pulled out 66 comics to list. And that was quite easy to do. And then my idea was like, you know what, I'm going to do the same with some of the statues. And I went in there and I'm like, nah, I don't want to get rid of any of them. I don't want to sell any of them, you know.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm at that stage. I'm literally at that stage now. I've got Doomsday on order. I've got Darkseid on order. I don't have any room.
Fuck me as well.
At all. And I want to get fucking Archangel and Apocalypse from XM, and I don't have any room. So they will be pieces that will come in and stay boxed up until I move. I will move, so it's not a problem. Because I'm not going to stay here.
But that's the thing is, I went in there and I thought to myself, I got loads of stuff I can get rid of. But going back to the other thing, I do wish I didn't, because obviously with the space and stuff, those little bone busts, I had about 15 of those before, 10 of those before. And I wish I didn't sell them, because I sold them for like fucking 12 quid each or something. And then I bought some. Yeah, like the Mysterio one. I'm pretty sure I sold that for £16, and now I was looking for that, and it's like £65, and I'm like, oh, fuck's sake.
You can get tossed off with a cheese grater for 12 quid, son. You know what I mean?
Let's catch up with these comics. I've done comments even. I've done George's pictures he sent me fucking 11th hour. So we will. Akaju the Collector. We will go over that anyway. He's talking about the Tweethead's new Joker. We were talking about that earlier on.
Yeah, man. Some company must be missing David Igo because the stuff coming out of there at the moment is fucking legendary.
Yeah.
If I'm Sideshow at the minute with their art direction and some of their shit, I am phoning up David Igo and I am begging him, come home, please come back.
Is my sound
because yeah, you sound fine to me.
Okay, good.
That guy David Igo is a fucking genius, absolute genius.
I think he's up real high. I think the issue was the fact that he is very outspoken and he's known for being outspoken, and
that's what passionate people give you.
They didn't want that. You don't want someone to be so vocal, and they didn't want it. And I think that he clashed with other people, I assume, because of being vocal. That's the way it is.
I bet they're on the phone begging for him to come home now and to say whatever the fuck he wants because he's over there kicking some serious ass at Tweeterhead, man.
Shit. I mean, if you look at the last 3 pieces by one of the best sculptors in the industry, arguably, and his last 3 pieces, you look at them and you're like, wow, the art direction on them was dreadful. Yeah,
definitely.
Ross from Sydney, have a great one. So great to have you both back. Our family and friends have missed you. We love the shows. Keep up a good run. Yeah, I'll have a sip of whiskey to that.
Thank you. Missed you
Stucker from Inferno. Good evening, chaps. Hope you're all.
Hey, Stucker's here, my man.
Stucker, I'm actually going to go visit Stucker at some point. So, I've done a deal with him for about another 30 Bowens or whatever Bowens for. So yeah, I've got to work out where on this shelf. I just saw it the other day. It was painful. I literally I just went through that shelf and I was just like, I had a whole shelf of books and I was just like, yeah, I don't need that. Fuck that book. Fuck that book. I just literally went across the whole shelf of books and threw them all outside in the hallway. And I'm like,
pictures of my dead grandma. Fuck her.
She ain't coming back. She ain't coming back. Mike Bucks, yo, what's up, peeps? Luch in the house. What's up, people? Statue Collector wants to know if it's a hit or miss. Yo, lads and lasses. Cormac Cooper O'Leary's getting some good old pieces, and he is.
Oh, you'll be hearing if it's a hit or miss on this channel, baby. Don't worry about that shit.
Spoiler alert: if it's a hit or miss video by Chris, it's going to be a hit. never a miss. Spoiler alert. Frenzy Collector.
There must be companies that sit there and go, "Wow, we did it again!" Like honestly, like we just don't miss.
Home fucking run, yes.
we just don't miss. What is that now? 150-0. Fuck me, that's the greatest record known to man.
Cool spot. Keller's on and Maryland cookies. He always says that, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're gel cookies, them bitch.
Ryan, greetings, gents. Greetings. Wow, Mike Wells in the house. Hope we're going to see him soon. He's got a load of my shit, which I've got no idea where it's going. Thanks, Mike. Joseph, any thoughts on the XM Justice League versus Darkseid diorama here in the chat? I know a lot getting delivered who have ordered. They've been getting delivered for the last 4 months or so anyway. I mean, and sorry, I'm thinking of the Sentinel one, but quite a few of these have gone out as well over the last 6 weeks, I believe. I mean, it's an impressive piece. Not a piece I would ever buy in my collections. I don't have the space for it. I was told for the Sentinel one, Ben told me if I had the space for the Sentinel, he'll send me one. And I then messaged him recently going, Ben, I've got a space for a setup, and he told me to fuck off.
I think that says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah. Astronomical World. Greetings from Mars. Greetings. Prime Collector, what's up, fam? What's up, Jay?
Yo, Jay.
Ismail, welcome back, Alex and Gio. The Titans have returned. Geozilla versus Alicon. Yeah. I actually originally had me as Godzilla because of my big nose, and then George as King Kong because he looks more like a gorilla. Not because he's hairy, because he's just the kind of build. And I didn't have to change it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a hairy cunt. I've got to be Godzilla and King Kong.
Yeah. And we all know who the fuck's getting murdered in that fucking battle. So let's
I knew as well that you would. I do as well.
You always make me the loser.
Why.
Every person that I'm on, I'm the person.
You'll be sulking about it, going.
I'm the weird pervy Yoda looking at Luke, going, "Oh, fucking all that sort of weirdness."
I'm not. I keep saying it, but that Yoda one well creeps me out. Really does.
Well,
it literally, when I look at that picture, I can feel your breath on the back of my neck, and it's not good, man.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time my breath's been there.
What's that? Joseph Villa would have loved to have picked up the bronze version of the Justice League versus Darkseid amazing piece. I think the bronze version took a while to sell out. The color one the color one went straight away, well quick, surprisingly. David in the house, howdy. Beat up free yo. Vibe N2L, yo boys, the boys are back in town. That always reminds me of that Thanos Mephisto cover.
Yeah. But it got like they're almost like back to back, isn't they? As well, like
no, he's got his arm around him, hasn't he? He's got his arm around him.
Yeah, it's like he's got his arms crossed or something. Yeah, it ain't good.
Thanos is like that, and then you got Mephisto, he's a bit like that.
Yeah, it just looks like a really bad boy band from a comic book cover, doesn't it?
It's like Silver Surfer 30 something, I think. King Dark Cross, Geo, let's see the surfer with the Thanos display. I've got a picture of it because I don't want George to turn around his camera because it probably would make a mess. Nick Chesh in the house. Hi all. Happy to have you back.
Thanks,
Darren Crofer. Nice to see you both back. Thanks for joining us. Epic show ahead of us. We hope so. Jason Peekins. Surprise, surprise. The king is back. Welcome back, guys. Jason Blackwell. Yeah. Neymar. Yo, fellas. I love the way this guy keeps changing his fucking name every other week and trying to catch us out. This is a guy in on his little desert island. Where is he? Trinidad and Tobago or somewhere?
Oh.
Always tries to catch us out. Changes his name all the time. Daniel. No Man United shirt.
Not after fucking listen. That's why I couldn't do Thursday. I was in no mood to talk to anybody. Fucking no mood to talk to no one. Some people would have really had a tough night if I'd have come on yesterday. It would have been bad.
Chris Pieri, welcome back. Lots to get through. So I'm going to try and get through the comments very quickly. Danny Lee, hello everyone. Great to have RaddTitan back live. Neymar, welcome back. Joseph Vano, Prime 1, Darkseid, what's your thoughts? We're going to come on to that one. That is actually in the pictures. Give it a straight breath of fresh air. We will. Passion for art. Greens from Amsterdam. What about the Prime 1 prices at the moment? I think all the prices are going up. The problem with Prime 1 specifically is their shipping is insane. And I think they need to deal with that and have European distribution at least, to deal with that. Joseph, good point. Why are they taking up their prices up a tier? I've not seen their latest prices, but their pieces are normally bigger. One of the things, though, to consider is always licensing is one of the biggest costs as well. So you don't know what people are paying for licensing. But when people complain about factory costs, if you're making 1/4 scale pieces and you make the same piece in 1/3 scale, the price to make that from a 1/4 scale to a 1/3 scale, there isn't much of a price difference to that. So the factory costs of a 1/4 scale to a 1/3 scale not much different.
Because people like to say, don't they, that they're big pieces, so they cost more, and that's just thoroughly retarded. So unfortunately, that's not correct.
It's not. No, it's not.
The issue is as well. Never think any of these people are naive. If you don't think that Prime 1, Sideshow, XM, and everybody else are not aware of what you're paying on the aftermarket or what you're paying for custom pieces that look like shit and you're charging 3K for them, they fucking know. And if they think that you'll pay that for that piece of crap, then they know they've got a market for a certain price point that they can hit. And that's the issue. If you don't get it, there's something a little bit. The other point as well.
The other point to make, which is quite an important one, is when as George is saying, when they see what you're paying for custom pieces, And if you look at custom pieces, they have no licensing costs. And I tell you, licensing costs are ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous. And if you have no licensing costs, a lot of the time, the original argument with customs was, well, it's a low run. Because it's a low run, we have to charge this to make up the cost of everything being absorbed into the pieces. That's not the case anymore. Customs are getting away with making an edition size of 60 or edition size of 100. If that's the case, your prices should be much lower. And if you look at, there were certain custom guys who were charging a premium because they were using a desired factory, and then they stopped using the desired factory to save
price
money.
Didn't go down.
We're still charging the same price. Still charging the same price.
They didn't go down.
And then but the other side of it as well is this guy was charging a premium for his product because he was using this desired factory. And then what was happening was he then decided, I'm actually going to make them as kits. Didn't pass the saving on. Then I'm going to move them to this cheaper factory. Didn't pass that saving on. And then fucked off. Gave all his projects over to someone who is a much cheaper option and just took all the money and went. But anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, back on point, like I say, they have people that watch exactly what's going on. They know every word that's said in groups, every word that affects them, and they know every stupid price that people pay. So when you see fucking Mad X Hulks being sold for £7,000 or £10,000, if you think they don't see it, you're off your fucking tits, because they're looking at that going, nah, 10k for that, you fucking for that, and they're sitting there going, they're going, wait, John, come over here. Someone just fucking pay 10k for that. How much are we doing that Godzilla King Kong thing for? How much?
Yeah.
How much are we doing it for? $1,200? Nah, put that shit up to fucking 4k. You fucking mad? Look at the fucking state of this. They want fucking 10 grand for this. They know exactly what's going on. Believe it. If
you look at other certain pieces, I mean, I can see not obviously not the 4K or 5K price range that the Mad X Hulk desires, but I can see why the desire is there for the Hulk. I don't personally like it, but
why would you? Can you see the desire there for it?
Because
it's ugly as fuck. It's horrible.
No, but the thing is about it is it's a style. But the thing is the sculpt is actually pretty good, and
Bergholz is fantastic.
So that
sculptor.
From that side of it, I can see where the desire is, but it's not my cup of tea. But I can see
that thing ain't worth 5k in a million years. No fucking chance.
No,
if I handed you 5k for that piece, I'd want 4,500 change. You hear me?
Well, but I'm just saying that I can see that there is an artistic element to that, and I can see that there is that it's a high level artist, and there is a small run and it's designed. I can see that side of it.
What is the small run? Do you know?
I think it's like 50 or so, is it, or less?
Yeah, but isn't there that thing now where you don't know how many there are because they've been like redone like loads of times, sculpted on top of the sculpt that's been recasted, made.
I don't think.
And they're not numbered now as well, aren't they? Not numbered.
I don't think that's that one. That's not that one. I don't think. But anyway, but the thing is about that is I could see that, but then there are some other ones where off the gate, I mean, that one started off as £900.
Yeah, in fairness,
so I'm saying,
you are 100% right. The community has called that price. You're 100% right. That's a fact. Definitely right.
That's not something where he went off the bat and said, "All right, guys, this is the price."
No, this is true. I think you're 100% correct. You're 100%
and I'm saying,
correct.
And I speak.
It's like the Doctor Doom. It's like the Doctor Doom going for like 3.5k when it started off as £300, so it's gone up ludicrous percentages.
I think it was.
Yeah, exactly, and they couldn't sell them. But the community has called that price. So you are 100% right. But that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is the price that people will pay for certain things. People see it and they know it, and that affects costs.
Yeah. But I think the other part of it, which I was trying to get to, is the fact that's gone up over time, and that's through desire and through whatever. But then when you have something where someone is releasing it day one and going, that's going to cost you two grand for a kit or whatever straight away off the bat, that guy is fucking bending you over, and he ain't even spitting on his cock when he fucks you in the arse. He's just sticking it straight in, fucking dry it, and people are willing to do it. Yeah. And he strapped that fucking thing on from 7 while he's doing it. Jesus. But no, I mean,
the covers in my mouth. The covers in my fucking mouth.
All right, let me get through these comments. Shut up. We're up to that Man United one. Here we go. Great point, taking the price off. So the point about that, was about when obviously there are lots of other costings involved with licensed companies. And yeah, I totally agree with Gio. If they can see that you are willing to pay X amount for a custom piece which looks like shit, they're going to bump up their prices. They're going to blend COVID in the process.
Yeah.
But anyway, whoa. Come on, let's do this. There's loads. We need to get to the pictures. Corey, welcome back, brothers.
Thank you.
Cheers, man. How's the jet lag? Jet lag's not bad, actually. Jet lag, actually, normally when I come back from the other side. So if I go to Asia, I get it. And then when I come back from America, I get it. So it's when what's that? When you
I don't know. The fuck
when you gain time, that's when it fucks with you. Well, for me anyway. Nick, by the way, need Simon to send you another 50 comics to you. Oh God, okay. As long as you pay, I don't care. Prices have gone up for CGC, by the way. Gio, what's your opinion on the XM Green Goblin? Would you buy a Spider-Man villain if you had no other Spider-Man pieces?
Well, what I would say is, I've seen the Green Goblin. I'm not a big fan of that piece. I would honestly say that. I would say there's probably the OG Sideshow is a lot better for a very small fraction of the price, to be honest with you. But it depends if you want sort of, in terms of like sculpting detail and stuff like that, the XMs is probably a little bit superior. It's a bit more modern. So I get where you're going if that's something you want to pick up. It's a good choice. The only thing I would say is that in my experience, buying into a line that you've not currently got going for yourself usually opens the door for more pieces to follow. I have never bought a piece in my life that I've never had anything else of and then not bought something else after it. So if you're looking to get a one-off piece of a Green Goblin, that's great, but be sure to know that most probably in the next 3 months, you will have probably another 4 Spider-Man villains and a Spider-Man, maybe a couple. It's just likely
you're
to
have
occur.
To get Spider-Man. You're going to have to get Spider-Man for sure.
You don't have to. You can do it the fuck you like. There's no rules to this fucking game. Do the fuck you want. Get that Green Goblin, stick some red knickers on it. Who the fuck cares? It's your piece. Do whatever you want to do. But as a rule, you're more likely to buy another piece, a companion or something. It's just how it goes.
Well, I had
one Bowen bus once.
I had the Bowen. I can't even point to it because it's like mirrored. I had the Bowen cable there, and I got that with a trade where I had PCS Zangief. And basically, at the time, it was going for quite good money. And this guy, he wanted to trade me all his statues. Like, he literally traded me, I think it was like 5 statues and £360 for the Zangief. And I was like, yeah, right. If I sell these for like, $250 each, I'm making money easy.
Yeah.
And then so I did that, and he threw in. He even said to me, like, when we sweetened the deal, he goes, "I'll throw in this. I've got a Bowen cable sitting around," which I got excited about because I thought it was a retro cable. And then he goes, "Oh no!" And he goes, "I go, oh, nice, yeah." And then he goes, "Oh no, don't worry, it's just a bust." And I'm like, "Oh, all right, whatever." And then I got the bust out, and I think I stuck it. I think I listed it for sale for a while, and no one wanted it. And then I just literally stuck it next to cable, and it looked really good next to cable, the XM cable. And then I was like, "Oh, I'll just get another one. Just get one more." And they pop up on eBay, and I set a fucking reminder like every time they pop up. And I'm on about 86 here, and then I've got like a load of them with Tyler Sherwood in Singapore, and old Stucker's got about, I can't even remember. I think it's like 26 of them. I've got to go pick up from fucking him. Jesus.
Yeah, so the guys asking the Green Goblin comment, don't fucking blame me later when you've got a whole Spider-Man collection.
Yeah, now I'm fucking balls deep in fucking Bowen busts. Jesus.
Yeah, and you're spitting on it and all. You're looping that up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally bending over and pulling my arse cheeks apart for him. I tell you what, though, the one thing is
use that butter over there. You take the butter, the unsalted ones. Don't use the salted ones.
Do you know someone did that? Do you know Captain Birdseye did that?
Oh no!
Yeah, he did. I think he used. Oh no, he used. We were at I'll make the bald guy's house, and literally he used his olive oil. Yeah. Anyway, but
I didn't even know you were Italian.
Yeah, but especially even after opening like 70 or 80 of these bone busts, when I opened that Hulkbuster up, I literally opened it and I was like, wow, that Hulkbuster is fucking amazing. That side. Such an amazing piece. Anyway, let me get through these comments. Yo, what's up? Jojo Figure. How's it going, bro? Sexy lab, yeah, bomber clut. Yeah. Gabriel Gutierrez, what's up, guys? What's up, Stucker from Florida? Isn't backgammon a thick slice of bacon? Yo, been awake early morning watching arm wrestling. I see you alive. Good to see you guys back on. Top video. What's that guy, Devon? Devon's fucking ridiculous. Is his name Devon Syke? The arm wrestler. Oh, yeah. Bird Fisher, great to see you guys back. I've missed you, Gio. What are your thoughts on the XM Studios Captain America Ultimate statue?
Don't like it at all.
It does. I have to say, I know I work for them, but it does look a lot better in person because I did a short video of that. And like in pictures, I hate
the pose of the pose. I need to see it in person, but the pose does nothing.
It looks much better in person. I did a short video of that or I think it was on the tour. I did it at the store, and I was quite surprised when I saw it because I wasn't too keen on it. What's up, Denny Lee?
I like the switch change. There's like a change where you take the hammer away. There's like a couple of changes where it looks better.
Flag and
yeah.
Congrats on your Silver Surfer Geo. Looks really smart. I have to say one of those pieces for me. I wasn't a fan on the first reveal, but the pose has grown on me. Simple but classic. I ordered the piece because of Nova. That was it.
Here's a funny thing.
We're going to get onto that one. By the way, we've got loads of pictures of that to go on.
All right, cool.
If you want to, yeah. Super Steel 75. Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're doing well too, bro. Alex, have you had anything from anyone from Q Collectibles? What's happening with their Dread statues? Richard Gutierrez will probably comment on this, but people have started to receive them, and the guy has come out, apologized, said he had family issues and whatever else. I don't think that's a good enough excuse to be offline for a month when you have responsibility like that, because in this day and age, if you can sit down and take a shit for 5 minutes, you've got time to check your messages. People are going to say I don't check my messages on the toilet, but bullshit. I sit on the fucking toilet for 20 minutes and do my best work. So, it
is actually do your best work. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Especially when I'm arguing with someone. I love that. That's my best time.
Yeah, you're having a nice time out in a row.
Edgar David, about fucking time. Going over live in your feeds. What's up, fellas? What's up, bro?
Thanks for being in.
Richard Gutierrez, they're slowly being shipped, so that's talking about the Q Dread. That Dread piece is absolute dogs. It actually does look really nice. Geo, you should have Titan next to your Geo on screen, both the same size, mate. What's that? Should have Titan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I told him to do that, but he wouldn't do it. When I write Alex Radd, you should write Geo Titan.
Where the fuck do I write?
When you write your name Geo on to come in, put Titan in speech box. I've told you to do that loads of times.
My fucking name. I don't write anything when I come in.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. Anyway.
I
love the new layout. Much better. Well, that clearly shows you haven't watched our last 7 chats then, doesn't it, Darren? Statue Collector. What's up, guys? I met Art the other day. Awesome guy. Really, really nice guy. He's got a channel as well, so check out his reviews.
What's his channel called?
Art Statue Collector.
Sweet. Good. There you are.
So, yeah.
Name dropping, man. Share the love.
Yeah. Carl, welcome back. Cheers, Carl.
Thanks, man.
Sometimes you have to put them away until you can display them safely up for a new house. Yeah, I mean, I like having them on display, but I'm spoiled and I have space to put things. But I do understand. I mean, there are times where you have to box things up and things. I've got several things still in boxes. I've got stuff at George's house. I think George has got 2 or 3 of my statues still. 2?
Yeah, I got 2 of them. Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Yeah, and both Silver Surfer.
They are both Silver Surfer, yeah.
And I got another Silver Surfer coming. So I've got 3 Silver Surfers on the way, which is going to be great. Like a Doll's Eye statue reviews, long time no see, 2 handsome sons of bitches.
Flattery will get you everywhere, son.
Yeah,
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Check out his channel. I like him. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, you said that's to do with Jaws, isn't it?
Yeah, like a doll's eye.
Tony Tiger.
Wild
guy is still alive. Yeah, still alive.
Thing about sharks.
I was trying to remember this guy's name the other day because he chipped his silver surfer head and I sent the spare to him. Well, not for free, but I sent the spare to him. Friends and Collector Spacious is the reason why I choose economy shipping to give me more time to save some money. Yeah,
smart bit of business. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Keys World Collections. Finally caught one. Well, glad you caught us and welcome. And €5. Hey, just wondered if there's any plans XM distribution one core DC pieces in Europe in the near future. Lines keep growing. Let's have a little drink to that €5 first of all. There you go.
Well, that's to you, man. That's your working. That's your job. You better fuck it. You got to get paid for that shit.
There is a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. We are obviously always trying to stretch out our reach and expand our licensing. So we are looking into the.
You froze, or have I? You well froze. Look at that. That's amazing. This is about to answer my man's question. He's just like gone all semi-retarded, like he's about to have a stroke or something. Just wait for him to get his shit together and come back in. Unless it's me that's froze, which on my end I'm looking good. This is what happens when you've been out of the game for a little while. He's got his new phone and he cleaned his PC the other day. He told me he took his PC apart and just started giving it a good old clean. And then he said, when he took all the parts, I didn't know where the fuck half of it went back together. So he's left, he's fucked off, so he'll be back in a minute. Probably only so much that he can tell you about what's going on back there, but I'm guessing that they're trying to get some stuff together and make it better for everybody. At the end of the day, Europe and the UK and everywhere else, that there's quite a big market for people, for collectors. So if you can get sort of some European distribution, it's advisable. The thing with Prime One at the moment, his PC's restarted. I told you that's because he's taking it apart. You see that? That's what happened. I spoke to him the other day. I phoned him up and he said to me, "Oh, yeah, I'm just in the middle of taking my PC apart." I was like, "You think you're fucking Henry Cavill, didn't you? You dizzy fuck." And he was just like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, this is all going to go wrong, watch." But, we're seeing with Prime One at the moment, the actual favourability of European collectors is really bad. So everybody is basically, got to pay these, $800, $900 to $1,000 shipping fees are pulling their fucking hair out and wondering what they've done wrong to deserve such a ludicrous quote. Meanwhile, Sideshow have the same piece and they're shipping them for like $170. So that's just another kick in the fucking nuts, isn't it, for everybody involved? But I guess, that's the price you got to pay. The sad thing is about it is that with the Prime One piece that they are selling, it's like a double exclusive. So it's not like you can get that elsewhere. You've either got to pay that ludicrous price or you're never going to get it. So there's a large part of elitism going on in there, which is buy our double exclusive when you get 3 heads and you get 6 arms and you get fucking this extra bit here and this extra thing there and this lights up, and then we'll charge you nearly $1,000 for you to receive it. And but if you don't like it, go elsewhere. Go elsewhere and get a different version? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right, there, sweetheart.
Not sure what happened there, my fucking PC froze.
Answer this dude's fucking question quick before he retracts his fucking.
Do you know what the problem is now? Is all the comments have fucking gone from there. So, motherfucker. Now I've got to open up this one, do it the other way.
That's what happens when you take your PC apart thinking you're fucking Steve Jobs, you silly cunt.
Yeah, I did actually do that the other day, and I think it went back the way it was meant to, but clearly not. So now I've got to open up fucking YouTube and go through the comments this way. Oh, please. So basically, if I open up, I can't see the screen now, but can you make sure you hear me? I just wondered if there's any plan for XM to distribute. So yeah, obviously we are looking to distribute worldwide and whatever else, but obviously there are a lot of challenges with other companies and things. So we are looking into it, but I think we've got to show them good sales with other stuff, and then we can expand from there. So hopefully we'll see in the future, but just not at the moment. But yeah, we are working on it. And if I scroll down, so Mike Wells, Dave Igo did the first Galactus, say no more. Art Statue Collector, I want to know you guys think of Primon Godzilla versus King Kong in same pieces. We've got the images of that coming up. Dire price is insulting. I haven't always been a Igo fan, but he's been on fire lately, so you give him credit. I think with David Igo, I mean, you have to think about the amount of time he's been an art director for Sideshow, and you have to look at the kind of wins, losses, and kind of work them out that way. And I think he's had much more wins and losses. But I think he did have a few ropey decisions before he left, or left. But I think overall he is or was better than what they're doing now. I think at the moment there is some very questionable decisions. I mean, I think it's difficult though, because there is an element of you need to kind of think like, well, it's good to think outside the box sometimes, but sometimes it's like, because otherwise you get what people say about XM Swamp Thing, where, oh my god, they're using the same pose as fucking Hulk transformation and blah blah blah. They're just copying poses now and da da da. Sideshow have been doing that for years. Every company, Bowen Designs, who've done like hundreds of statues. If you look at the statues they've got like fucking the same ones. They've got like guys with the hands crossed, guys with this, they're all the same kind of poses. And that's what they've been doing for years. You look at Sideshow, there's like hundreds of like Captain Morgan poses, and I think.
But don't let the truth get in the way of a good story out. I think it's easy to just make out that, when you know nothing about how a statue is produced and made, it's very easy to go, that's just a copy, mirrored and changed. Well, it isn't, because it's digitally been put in. I mean, every piece is put into like a basic T pose, or was it a zero pose?
T-pose.
It's put in a T pose, and then basically, so it's like that. It's like hands out, chest up, both legs together, and then all the details are put onto the piece, onto the sculpt. All of the things, the proportions, the sizes, is all done there, and then they go, okay, let's move it around and see what sort of pose we want it to look like. That's how it's done. So the part that you're talking about, that you're saying they've done to save themselves time, that's the easy bit. They could have literally put him sucking his own cock if they wanted to. They could have done all the detail and gone, yeah, we're just going to put his head right between his legs, sitting on a toilet. They could do whatever they want with that. They could move it any which way they want. They've not saved any time or any effort by just making it pose that way. That's an idea that they went with. Does it suit the character? I'm not really sure. I don't really read it. I think it looks better on. I think that's probably the better argument, and the more sound argument is: does it fit the character? Does it fit the character enough? It does look a little angry. It does look a little bit aggressive. It looks a bit powerful. Is it meant to look that way? I actually can't answer this question because I don't read this character, so I am not in authority to be able to answer it effectively. But that is a sound argument. That is if you know the character and you're like, look, man, that's too aggressive, too much. Then mate, I've got to salute you and say, fair play. Maybe it is. That's a fair point. But if you think that it's some sort of like that they've literally taken the base blueprint of the Hulk and gone, here you are, let's just do this, and you don't have a fucking clue how things are made. So it's probably best not to comment. But it doesn't matter, because people fly out with answers. What did I have the other day? I have it all the time. I'll say something and somebody go, why do you think that? And I'll list the reasons why. And then they go, fuck me, man, don't be so passionate. Jesus. You're like, well, you're jumping on my comment. You're challenging my opinion. I'm going to answer it. That's my opinion. This is why it's my opinion. Then all of a sudden you're the aggressor, because you're the person that's basically clarifying your position. And it's a bit like, well, it's very easy these days to say a lie or to make an assumption and say it everywhere on 6 or 7 groups, 10 groups, make your voice everywhere. And then you're basically like, well, hold up a minute. all the things you've just said are not accurate, and then there's just crickets. They just disappear, and it's just like, okay, I see.
I'm not going to give that person a platform because that's what they always want.
I had a guy the other day who only wanted to speak to me publicly.
Yeah,
he wanted to argue with me publicly. He didn't want to talk to me privately.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the individual that I think you're implying an element of is, I'm not going to give him time of day. I'm not going to mention him because, you know, he has a big fucking mouth and he just wants people to listen to him.
Yeah, but he's a baller, man. Spends 100K on statues, bro.
By removing someone like that, by removing someone like that from a group, you take away that voice they have, and that bothers them a lot more. Anyway,
voice they have is retarded and fucking idiot. That's why. Yeah, and that's half the problem. It's so easy to come out and just say something when you have no education in the process of how something is made or how it's done. It's like me turning around and being like, you know what? Football's fucking easy. It's so fucking easy. The game's easy. Why can't you just fucking score from 70 yards? Get a ball, get on a football pitch, and you fucking try it. Let's see how easy it is. And then you realise just then, actually, it's not so fucking easy. This whole thing isn't easy. And that's with any profession and any sort of thing that requires, there's so much skill and craft involved in this. And when you've sat there, like I have, and I've sat there in offices, looking at prints, looking at how they're moving things, making things, doing all the details, sculpting things, watching them sculpt. When you've seen that with your own eyes, you have a new respect for how fucking difficult some of these things are. And if you haven't done that, maybe you should go out and try and see that. Maybe you should give it a try yourself, because me and Alex tried to sculpt a Venom head. You see how that fucking went. It went pretty bad.
I did it better.
They were both shit, Alex, so let's have it right.
A win's a win, motherfucker.
They both looked like plasticine fucking balls with little fucking strands coming off, and they were awful. Let's just have it right.
I'm taking it. I'm taking that win. I'm taking that win. Everyone in the room voted for mine.
Yeah, all right.
Got video of that as well. Actually, I think we took it.
I totally agree with that decision.
I think the video was taken down for some reason. Oh, because they're scammers. And then I tell you what.
No, they ain't. Wait a minute. I don't think they are.
No, the fat ones. Yeah. But
he was recasting stuff, wasn't he? That's what he was doing.
Yeah, but what happened was I got a message from someone, and he actually said that that video inspired him to start sculpting. And I was like, shit, really? He goes, yeah, have you still got it up? Because I like to watch it now and again. And I've noticed it's gone. And I'm like, no, it's gone, man. And then I literally had to find it. Do you know when you have like Google whatever, and it saves all your shit? And I went back and it was there. And I was like, oh, yeah, I've got it. And I think I put it up unlisted for him. Tony Fennell. Is it Tony Fennell?
Yeah. Lovely guy.
I put it up for him. So he started sculpting because of our fucking retardation.
He's actually really
good.
Well.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. He's really good, but he gives us credit for, thanks for. Maybe he was just like, I can't be that bad. I can't be that fucking bad, can I?
Even a broken clock tells the right time twice a day. Yeah. So, you know what I mean?
Even a blind hen finds some corn, Yeah. All right, let me get through these fucking comments. Stop talking.
Go then. Why don't you put them up so I can see them? I'd like to see them.
I can't.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you because you're full of shit.
I can't read either.
You can't.
Punisher XS, long time no see. SF6, fuck the world. Anyone here afraid of Mr. X? A little bit. Stuck of Inferno. I have Mysterio. I think I've got Mysterio stuck. I'm waiting for me in Singapore. Mr. X has been taking over the statue world, taking it by storm. Sorry, RT. Fair enough. Well, we have 6 months off, man. So good for him.
That's good, man. Listen, wish everybody all the success they want to do. So,
Theo Montenegro, what's up, gents? Missed the chat. Welcome back, buddy. Shadow 32, yo, RT. Really good to see you back. Good for you to join us. Rob Swolo, Igo needs to stay at all your heads. I need more Master Universe statues.
Yeah,
his stuff there is doing really well. Danny Lee, what's up, Rob? Okay, they're talking between them. Fuck you both. Beast, XM. Beast is coming up for pre-order very soon. Cases to he's retracted that one. Superman Kelly, just back from the first pub drinks of the year. Anxiety overload. Home now with RT. Rod Russia hacked your account. That's when I got kicked off. Terminator, Sci-Fi Collector 87. What's up, Chris? What's up, Titans? Just back from work and chilling. Now, stay safe, lads. Much love,
Weekend
Chris.
time, man.
Sam Stats.
Enjoy.
P1 Dark Side's expensive. You're going to talk about that in a minute. Much love, lads. Francesco Vaccarano. I missed much, boys. Great to have you back. Great to be back. Neymar, nice chat today, Alex. Love the Iron Man 55. Yeah, I won an Iron Man 55 on raffle, so I'm quite happy about that. XM Rogue, Psylocke are disappointments, weak poses, and numb portraits, both popular X-Men. Whoever makes these decisions needs help. Fair enough.
I got to be honest. I agree. I'm not feeling Rogue at all. Absolutely not. I'm not feeling any of it.
I think one of the elements is when you have statues who are in action poses, you need at least one head with actually looking like they're in an action pose. Like a doll's eye statue reviews. Always shocked how many crappy customs sell. Yeah, some really bad ones. I told you they need to take that Psylocke back to the drawing board. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go back to the drawing board, but I do think they need another head with some kind of passion to it. Hi, guys. Can I have a request for Alex and Gio? So, can you show the full design of the T-shirt you're wearing now with standing full screen remote? What? Hi, guys. Can I have a request for Alex and Gio? Can you show the full design of the T-shirt you are wearing now with standing full screen and remove earphones? Thanks. Okay, that's weird. Okay, what T-shirt you wearing, Gio?
Cock out or not cock out?
What T-shirt you wearing, Gio? You got
my RaddTitan T-shirt. Yeah, I'm just basically
stand up. Take out your headphones. Come on, get your knob out.
Look, it just says. Look, it's there. Wait there. There. This is RaddTitan. There. Goes all the way down. It says RaddTitan across the side. This is established 1985. So
sneaky tense there of your left bicep. I saw that.
I don't need to, bro, man.
Mine is Fist of North Star. There you go. Yeah.
Looks more like
what's
up with his hair? Is it go closer to the camera? I can't see what's up with his hair.
What do you mean?
Okay.
He used some Timotei. Yeah, Prime shipping is madness. I'm still talking about blah blah blah. Okay, Sam Stones can't believe the man who sculpted Dark Phoenix also did the Rogue. Yeah, same sculptor. Godzilla versus Kong. Fuck me, is it? Joseph R says Godzilla versus Kong was $5,600.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Chris, you really didn't have to do that. Chris has given us $48.99 Queen heads.
$48. £48.
No,
fuck.
Yeah,
really?
£49. Cheers,
thanks,
Chris,
man. God bless you, bro. Fucking drinks are on Chris, man.
Yeah, milk
drinks are on fucking Chris.
Prime One Joker Dio is £3,200. Fuck me, really?
Holy shit! Where are they getting these prices from?
That's why they're talking about the price going up. Let me just go through these quickly anyway. Mike Bax, nice to see you call out so many collectors that buy this garbage custom statues, high prices, and the prices are pieces are poorly sculpted and poorly painted. So, I mean, in all fairness, there are some absolutely fantastic custom pieces, but as a percentage,
not any of the group that we're slating.
I know, but as a percentage, you know, the losses are really outweighing the wins. Really outweighing.
Oh yeah, it's massive.
Massive. GOG, yo, the boys are back. Welcome back, Alex. Cheers, PA. Frenzy Collect. Is XM's new 1/4 scale Magneto part of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse? Can't say. Not allowed to say anything about that. Not allowed to say anything about it. I know you're saying part of the shadows of it.
Never underestimate the power of exclusivity and elitism. If I turn around and I open a group and I set the price really high and I say you need to have 3 pre-orders or 2 pre-orders or whatever to get into this group, You know what I mean? If you create enough elitism, people will fucking. There are certain types of people that will literally only be drawn to that. I've met many of them, believe me. And you sit there and they're like, yeah, you know, you can't, you have to have this and you have to have that. And you're just like sitting there like, wow, man. Wow. And it's not a wow in a like a fucking I admire you way. It's a wow, you're so fucking stupid, I could throw up. It's that kind of way, because I think that you get drawn into the trick. And it is a trick. Because it doesn't matter what's on the other end of it. The trick is to get in, you have to give us all of this. You need to have all of these things, and we need to have all of these details, and we need to have everything. And then you can come in, and then you can look at our stuff. And then you can buy them, but you can't sell them on, and you can't do this. You know, it's all based around control. And never be deluded to that A exists, and how many people are drawn to it. Because sadly, people are drawn to it.
Yeah.
Now, the reason they say moth to a flame is exactly that. It's a stupid thing to fucking do because you get set on fire. That's the reason that terminology is, man. Like a moth to a flame. That isn't like a terminology that means that you're drawn to something that's good for you. It's you're drawn to something that's bad for you. And that's the kind of thing that, you know, people react to. As soon as it was like secret groups, private groups, you know, all of that, it all became even more close knit. And some of the best customs that are out today are the ones selling for the most sensible prices. I bought my Alpha 3. I got Alpha 3 Spider-Man. That's a 600. That's a premium format price. That's what I paid. That you know, that's different game altogether. Even though he's making a Spider-Man and there's like only 30 of them, the runs are low. It's a Spider-Man I liked. I liked everything about it. I like the sculpt, the paint, the execution. I'm a big fan of them as a company, but their prices are right. Their numbers are right, and I can support a little bit of that. I've got no problem with customs, but it has to be, you know, I can't do this full retard shit. If you're going to come at me and you're going to show me something and say that's $2,000 and it's unpainted, I'm going to be like, you know, what the fuck? What am I paying for? Is it like made of gold? What's happened? Because that I can't. I understand the costs, and there's no way that equates to me. That is really just milking that cow to fucking death. That is.
I think as well they use that excuse of small run. They use that a lot. Small run and this and the cost for that and that. No. When you don't have overheads of like an official company, you're just fucking people over, and that's it. But you know, sorry, going back to Alpha 3, do you know that sculptor work? He did some stuff for XM. You know that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
He did Neymar.
Yeah, it's a lovely sculpt.
Yeah, very underrated piece. So let me go.
To me, I think it's a fantastic piece.
Yeah,
if I was a big Neymar fan, I'd own that piece. I still wish it was on fucking Sharks, but they can't have everything.
Well, that original concept was amazing. Stuck on Vonferno, says it's 30 and counting, talking about the Bowen bus. Bobby Goldner, glad to have you back, gents. Danny Swiss, great guys to see you. What do you think of the Sentinels of the Iron Studios quality price?
Unreal.
I think that the thing about the Sentinels is if you had all three of those Sentinels and you were a big X-Men fan and you had the space for them, that is a way for you to get all of the X-Men into like a decent size display. And I actually think that they are very well executed. I have seen quite a lot of the heads snapped off. Quite a few of those seem to have happened. So I'm hoping that.
The thing is, they don't photograph like some of the portraits and stuff. Don't photograph very well.
Yeah.
But
because they're so small.
Honest, if you go really close to some quarter scale stuff, it doesn't translate. It looks a bit like it's very, very hard. But I think they're fantastic. The Iron Studios Dios, they're fucking fantastic. All of them. They look great.
Well, I got a new phone today, which isn't the newest phone, but I got an S20 Ultra, and I took some pictures of some busts, and some of them looked absolutely fantastic. I took a picture of Nova, and she looked amazing, absolutely amazing. Took a picture of Ronan, he looked great. Galactus come out great. I took a picture of Craven, he looked fucking terrible. He looked like bad. It looked like I painted it. So if these are like one maybe 9.7, maybe 1.7 or whatever these are.
Yeah,
they got small,
1.8.
And the actual Iron Studios ones are 1.10. No, and most people take pictures on mobile phones, cell phones. They do not have macro lenses, so you're not going to get a good picture no matter what you do. And it's hard. It's so hard to get a good picture of them. And,
get going. Comments, go. You wanted to get through, so get going.
Devon Leverat is the arm wrestler. Yep, I know. Yeah. What do you think of the Prime 1 prices? We're going on that. Taiwan looked awesome.
I have to say this right off the bat. I have to say this right off the bat, and I'm going to make this because I actually looked through my YouTube, and there's a channel, I think it's Equinox or something like that, and it's all the Prime 1 stuff, and I think their reveals have been absolutely unbelievable. I think the stuff that they're showing at the moment look absolutely unbelievable, and easily some of the best pieces I've seen in recent years. I mean, I'm just going to say that right now, off the bat. It doesn't matter if it's in a scale I don't collect or it's in a line I don't collect. I can still appreciate something that's stunning. And there's a lot of what I'm looking at, and I'm like, holy fucking shit.
Let me go. We're going to go on to all those pictures if we get time anyway. So,
get going. Let's go.
All right. So, I'm going to skim through these. So, 4 Gundersons come in. Cheers, 4. Jonas Faddy. Hey guys,
great channel. Great. Check out Darth Castle, man. Join the Darth Castle lot. They ain't got enough numbers. They should have a lot higher numbers. At a barbecue recently, they're all about getting community together, about sharing in this hobby. That this is stuff that me and Alex started fucking 10 years ago, and they're doing it, and they're doing it really fucking hard, man. They're
awesome guys,
proper fucking guys. So they're about making your world bigger, and that's that's been the RaddTitan thing since we started, which is let's make it bigger. All these closed groups and shut fucking doors. Let's open that fucking bitch up. Let's share all our information. Let's share if you've got some, it's like them fucking people you meet and they're like, oh yeah, I just went on holiday, man, to the Caribbean. Oh really? What island did you go to? They're just like, it was this little island off. It was near, like that. They don't go, oh yeah, I was staying in fucking St. Bart's. I stayed in this hotel called X. I fucking went to this bar called Y. Share the fucking information. Let everybody fucking have a touch at getting things. Let's make it a bigger world, not a smaller one.
I have to go through these quickly. So Gary Partridge in the house, Jonas. I actually saw some of those Street Fighter pieces from Prime 1 the other day. I saw the Akuma, I saw the Ryu, and they look really nice. But the only concern is they're massive. They are fucking huge, but they look really good. Prime Collector, opinions on the Prime 1 showcase. We're going to go through the showcase. We're going to go through that. House of Gog has subscribed to Art. Cat Dad in the house. Michael, I hope your back's good. I hope you're doing well. T811, I hope you're good. Noshidi G. Alex froze on purpose so he didn't leak information. I think XM froze me, yeah.
Fucking hacked him, man.
XM hacked me, yeah, they're on there. He's still probably talking. I was talking for literally about 3 minutes. Welcome back. Geo, Hulk transformation looking sweet in the background. Jughead Grayson, hello. Jesse Hernandez, yo. Edgar K. Going to UK for the first time next month. What are some good comic and figure shops to check out? Unfortunately, we don't have a lot. We got the Forbidden Planet, which is the main one in Shaftesbury Avenue. Around the corner from that, we have Orbital, which I think changed its name. I'm not sure what to. And then around the corner from that, you got Gosh. One of our favorite ones is Mega City in Camden Town, which you probably want to check out. Other than that, I think there's one somewhere down south, but not much.
Go to Alex's house. You might as well pop in and see him.
You'll see more of my house, statue-wise, for sure, and probably more comic-wise than most of these. Alex, the one course called Doomsday, seen in person, what's your thoughts? I actually really liked it. I sent Gio a video. I thought I sent you the link as well. I do actually think it looks much better. Leonidas 300. After seeing your review of the old school Sideshow premium format Lobo exclusive, I finally tracked one down, and it's everything both of you described, along with Sideshow Bane. Great job, mates. Both fantastic pieces. We actually, I think, did a comparison between Lobo. Was it a comparison between Lobo and Bane?
Yeah. What was the better piece?
That was a really tough comparison for me. Really tough.
Yeah.
Is Geo a PT?
Lobo's still king.
Is Geo a PT? I need to hire him to get me in shape. If you're based in the UK, he's
come and see me out. Yeah, I'm back working as well now. But I'm a combat related strength and conditioning coach. So basically, I work most with things like that. So I relate. Most of my stuff is combat related. It's strength and conditioning. So basically, being fight ready stuff. I work with I work with a lot of kickboxers, mixed martial arts, and boxers and things like that. So I've got a few football players, a few rugby players, but mostly it's I do a lot of injury rehab stuff. So I specialize in certain things. So I don't do what do you call it? I don't do fat CEOs anymore. I did that for a few years, and that was tough.
Oh, we're back now. We're caught up with these comments. So GeoPT, con job. Yeah, I mean, if you're not a fat CEO, that's no.
Well, the reason is because they don't like being told what to do for a start, and they don't follow any dietary plans, and they don't. When you're dealing with athletes, or it's a completely different kind of mentality. Everything you say, they follow to the letters. They've got an injury, and you explain the things that they need to do to get it better, to make it work, to be pain free. They follow it. They do the rehab. They do the steps. If it's the same with a diet plan or a particular thing that you're trying to improve or get better at, they follow it. It's very hard to do that with people who are particularly, they boss a situation all the time. So you say something to them and they're a bit like, yeah, and they go off and you're like, did you do it? Like, no. I went out and I had fucking, had a massive fucking 30-ounce T-bone steak instead. Oh, and you've got an inflammatory disorder. That's a great idea. You understand what I mean? It's just one of them things. So I went through that, and I'm really not good with people not doing what I tell them. So I'm like the worst kind of PT for that. So if people were coming in and be like, they put on weight and then they told me they did X, I shout at people. I tell people off. I'm very displeased. There are other people who are just like, oh yeah, don't worry, I'm not that guy. You will displease me, and I will show it. So that's why I don't do that no more.
I mean, I've changed with you a couple, not as many times as I probably would like, but I mean, I like training with you because I actually, when I train, I mean, I like being shouted at and just told what to do when I train. I just want to not think. I just want to be told, like, go pick up that weight, go lift it, go do that, go just fucking. I don't want to, because when you're like when I train with Rowan, for example, he's so in. When I'm training with Rowan, I'm like the control one. So I'm going, all right, we're doing this now, which is probably not as believable to you because I'm probably so indecisive, but I'm the one who's saying, we're doing this, we're doing that. All right, next, all right, we're fatiguing now, let's move over to this and this. So I'm the one who has to think about that.
Yeah, of course.
To think about that takes up energy as well, which you
it does,
about. So I like just being there going, lift it. What are you doing? Do that, do more, do that, And we had a PT who basically like combat strength and conditioning coach actually, and he used to fucking shout us. And people would be like, I ain't coming back. That guy's a fucking asshole. I don't.
That's true.
I'll be like, man, he's awesome. I don't care because he doesn't like.
Yeah.
With certain people, you're going to upset, and they're going to be like, he was mean. Oh, but. He did this thing once, which I think I've told you 100 times, but he did this thing which was fucking awesome, which was we did like a really, really we used to train from like 7 a.m. till 8 a.m, so it was quite tough anyway. And we did this really hard circuit, really, really tough circuit. And at the end of it, everyone is fucking dripping. They're standing there, they're like, oh fuck, all right. And he's like, we think it's over. And he goes, all right, guys. What we're going to do now is we're going to count down 10 to 1, and we're going to do 10 burpees, 10 mountain climbers, what else? Like 10 squats, 10 press ups, 10 sit ups, and then we're going to go 9, 8, 7, all the way down to 0. Right, everyone? You all right doing that? And everyone's there going, what? Fucking what? And he goes, look, I'll tell you. And he's like in the middle of us, we're like in a circle. There's like 6 of us. All right, I'll tell you what. You don't have to do it. If you don't feel like doing it, we had a good day today. good day, everyone. Everyone's trained really hard. Don't have to do it. He's in the middle, sitting on this like MMA like mount bag thing. You use a mount and you punch it. You sit on that. He goes, all you have to do is this, right? If you don't want to do it, it's fine. Do this. You stand, come here. You stand up. You stand on the mount bag. You stand there. Put your hands in the air like that, right? And you go, everyone, look at me. I'm a fucking pussy. I am the biggest pussy in the room. I can't finish off with the exercise I've been asked to. So you got to do. And you can stop. And literally, we were all like, fuck. One person did it. One person walked straight. One person walked straight over and did it. He just walked over and goes, I'm a fucking pussy. See you later, I'm off to work.
I had this guy that used to run drills with me in Luton Storm, and we used to call him Mr. Yellow Bucket. That was his name.
Yeah.
And what he used to do is he used to, like, you know, if you missed things, for example, like, you know, if you missed things, so like if I like missed a week or something, he would be like, right, and then he'd make you do like bear crawls and all fucking horrible stuff, right? And then what you do when you were sweating and you just went a couple of shades whiter than you should, he would come out and he'd go into a little like room, come back out and pull out a yellow bucket and put it next to you. He'd be like, there you go, sweetheart. When you're ready, I'm ready. And he just leave them, and everybody would see him come and give the yellow bucket to you. And literally about 7 out of 10 times, you'd fucking vomit it. So he was very much aware. I mean, one time made me do so many fucking, he made me do bear crawls and shuttle runs, all this fucking hole. And I fucking chucked everywhere. And I go really up. You know, I'm quite pale, so I go really fucking white, man. I was like fucking in big trouble. Everybody have a look at George. George has missed 2 weeks. Why have you missed 2 weeks, George? I went to Turkey. You went to Turkey. Did you have a good time, George? I can't speak. Brilliant shit, man. I used to love that fucking guy. Name's Rory,
well, that was the thing is I guess it's also to do with the fact I used to work with my dad, and then also because I grew up with you. So like when we used to like do weights and stuff when we were like fucking 13 and just doing repeating bicep curls and tricep fucking that's what we used to do. Like, come on, fucking do it. What are you stopping for? You know, just used to.
You've only done 407 reps. Fuck's sake.
I'm like conditioned. I mean, you've only done like fucking 67 to 1. Come on. All right. Here's PT. You say you make a backup of the copies of your son doing the review. That was really cute. I mean, I was going to put I was going to put on YouTube, but then I realized that there's all these like bullshit things about kids and whatever else, and you get strikes if you've got kids. I mean,
it's funny, but yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, I think we should put it up and basically put it up, and then I think if you mark it up as aimed to kids, it like does all this shit though. The thing I don't like is when you do it aimed to kids, it blocks all the comments and stuff, so you can't interact with the community.
Yeah, the thing is as well, like, you know, I just like, you know, for me, you know, RaddTitan sort of our group, and I think people forget that sometimes. I think people might like forget they, you know, especially people that you sort of like have to remove because they basically fucking come after you and attack you and get all fucking silly about certain things. They've been in there like fucking 3 weeks and then they start jumping on all your comments trying to start an argument with you publicly. But it is sort of my group, so I share it's the only place I would share my son. It's the only place. I would never share him anywhere else. Only my private, maybe Facebook stuff occasionally, but I'm very careful with things like that because, you know, and for me that's an insight into my very important parts of my life, so I share it with my particular group for that reason. So this is a bit of fun, you know. I got in that Godzilla Funko, the big fucking one. Yeah. So we just had a little bit of fun with that, you know. He loves, like, he's crazy about dinosaurs and shit, you know. Knows all
do you ever show him the reviews? I think we swear too much, don't we?
No, it doesn't matter. I swear worse than the else, but I mean, it's more he like sometimes when a new video will come up, I'll put it up and I'll put it on the TV because he always asks me to check it, and if he's there, he'll watch it. So yeah, I mean, he does watch bits and pieces. He probably seen more of other collectors than he has of me on there, because if I watch other people's reviews, like Gunderson, he knows who Thor Gunderson is. Like he'll know him from the TV. No, I mean, because I'll put on some Daft Castle stuff and some other guys and shit like that. So you see stuff like that. So he does see it, you know.
I'd love to go to one of their barbecues. Every time Gunderson posts up some of that stuff he's barbecuing. Holy fuck!
It's food as well. It's
Holy
next level shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know,
he's a chef. He is a chef as well. Yeah. Fuck Mr. X, massive ice cream. Okay. Alonso Mosley. The boys are back. Good to see you.
Funny.
Cock in, cock out. Yeah. Ryan Eckhart, very entertaining, fellas. Glad you're back. Glad to be back. Fortnite Studio said of diorama only collect the Wolverine at the moment. It's attempted me. Foam looking wood along. The foam is looking wood along with a few small things killing it for me though.
Yeah, there's always. I think to be honest with you, I think something with that much things going on. There's going to be where you're going to see close-ups, and you're going to be like, I don't like X, Y, or Z. But I think if you step back and look at it as a collective thing, piece of art, I think you can enjoy it probably more. And that's what actually seeing pieces in person does. That's the one thing. When you're looking at pictures, there's like a whole picture and there's like little bits and close-ups and all of this sort of business. And you all get wrapped up in the little details and things of a really close-up picture. But it's only when you see a statue in person, you sort of step away from it and you look at it, you turn it sort of around and you're looking at it as a complete picture. And it's then you sort of go, that's really nice. There's so many that I can, mate, honestly, I have a humble pie license. I have it in my back pocket, in my wallet, next to my fucking bank card. That basically is, forgive me, I'll fuck it. Sometimes I will say something stupid. It can happen. I look at pictures, I'm like, I fucking hate that. I see it in person, I'll be like, actually, it's really nice. But the difference is, I don't stick to my guns. I'm not going down with the ship. I will say, nah, I wasn't right. This is
I think that's
no fucking problem with that at all. No problem with it.
I think it's important. But I do think, sorry, going back to the Iron Studio stuff is, again, I'm sticking to the point that it is 1/10 scale and you cannot trust pictures of it. Even the professional pictures you cannot trust because it's so hard to take a good picture of something that small. So hard. Yeah. Really hard. Yeah. And I, again, looking at the Bowen pieces from 20 years ago, some of these Bowen pieces they look fucking amazing in person. You look at them and you're just like, that I keep going on that way. That fucking Hulkbuster is ridiculous. Stifler Bro, no, was Stifler Bro? No, Herrick Brothers. They've done a ridiculous job on that. Hand sculpted, fantastic.
I think they've done most of the fucking Hulkbusters. They're like the Hulkbuster kings.
They done the full scale Hulkbuster for Bowen, which is again ridiculous piece. They done the XM1 and the Iron Studio. Sorry, not the Iron Studios. The Imaginary Mars is Methuselah.
Yeah, he's fucking great as well.
Let's go through this. Sorry, missed you too, bro. Missed you too, I don't know if you're Jewish, but I know you're from Israel. I'm going to say you're part of the Jew crew, so I missed you too. Probably going to tell me you're not, but he's the reason I got the fucking Jerusalem time on the chat. Cheers, man. NYC sculptors are they are doing.
Thanks, man.
On the Star Wars pieces.
Need more drink.
Can a custom statue still look bad if it takes chances and risks that a licensed company? Of course, licensed companies can look bad when they take a risk. If you look at the Sideshow Wolverine, they've taken a risk where I guess that it's a harsh world.
Terrible art direction.
It's a harsh world because everyone's a critic, and you look at the things and you go, well, why can't these companies come up with a new fucking pose? How many Captain Morgans? How many fucking arm up? How many this? How many that? How many crossed? What the fuck? Do something new. They did something new. What the fuck is this shit? So
jumping out of a plane, that company.
Yeah. So that's the hard thing about it is like, you take a risk and if it doesn't pay off, it doesn't pay off. And unfortunately, if a custom does a shit pose like that Wolverine, it's a shit, but that's the other side of it as well is art is subjective. There may be
Yes.
Then maybe a lot of people didn't love that Wolverine. That's the other side of it, you know.
And they're not wrong. They're not. Listen, let's have it right. I'm not being PC here because it's not my game, but they're not wrong. From their perspective, they're not wrong. From your perspective, they're fucking crazy. But from their perspective, they're not wrong, because it is an artistic thing. I can walk into a gallery and look at 50 pictures, you know, and I can have somebody next to me and we'll see two completely different things. Of course. Completely different. Two people. Even me and Alex. Me and Alex are as close can be. We have been through every bit of pop culture things together since we were 5 years old, right? Every toy, every style, everything, we've been through it together. Every television, we've had all the same sort of influences, all the same type of thing. And we will look at a piece and have completely different opinions on it. Completely different. And that's how it goes. And not all, I mean, it's actually quite rare. I would say probably 70% of the time, we're very close to the same page, or at least we're reading the same fucking book. You know, sometimes though we're reading different books completely, and he's fucking well crazy, and I'm like, you're fucking crazy, and he's looking at me like, yeah, you hate everything, you cunt. That's how it goes. But I tell you, there's a comment in there. There's a very interesting comment, because in that comment is a subsection, which basically is this: that's what customs is for. What customs should be really doing is making the characters that nobody is brave enough to make. So that fucking custom company that made the screaming guy, Banshee. Yeah. It's needed. That's needed. If a company comes out and they're making characters to fulfill spots in a particular line, in a particular scale, that licensed companies have still yet to get to, then that is, for me, that's their purpose. That's where they should be, filling those gaps. If you're making Wolverines, you know, other things like that, you know, really trying to just bank the money. Silver Surfers over and Magneto's on thrones over and over again. If you're doing that,
Silver Surfers getting really bad lately.
Yeah, they just do. Surfer they have a tendency. They just go a bit crazy on a certain character. Yeah.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something there, but that's that was gone.
Yeah, it's well gone. Yeah, it's well gone.
You went on too long, and the whiskey's kicked in. All right. iGen's only got one custom, Aaron, and why would I want to join a group that I want? Start again. Why would I want to join a group that would have a gun like me as a member? Well, you're not even on Facebook, so yeah. Agents.
It's a good question.
I only have one custom, Aaron Ray Perez Kratos, God of War. Welcome back. Kratos,
one of the best ever.
Kratos by Aaron is a fantastic piece.
One of the best.
We've been
27 inches tall, traditionally sculpted, an amazing piece.
We've been huge fans of Aaron since like 2016, 15. And
mate, we were talking about Aaron when no fucker knew who Aaron was.
Yeah. Well,
believe that.
We introduced Aaron to XM. So, you know, and got the old Red Hulk and whatever else, and Planet Hulk made by Aaron. So,
you're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome. And but Aaron, I mean, I'm fortunate enough to meet him, sit down and have a
rub that fucking salt in that wound, you cunt.
I haven't finished. Sit down,
like a bit of vinegar with that.
Hello. Sit down, have a glass of red wine with him, have a little chit chat. He is the nicest guy ever. He's an artist. He's very passionate about what he does, and that's what you want. Very, very nice guy, though. Super nice guy. I gave him a big hug, George. I did.
I'd have cupped him.
Yeah. But yeah, that Kratos is amazing. I mean, he did talk about doing a Nightmare Kratos for a while. That would have been awesome. Mark Carlin in the house. What's up, boys? You still do this? Is this the guy you talk? Is this the guy who gives you shit? Is this a Dante Wilder fucking cocksucker?
Nah, that's Matt Gomez.
Sorry.
Fucking that guy, Jesus. Talking boxing, and he brings up Deontay Wilder, and all of a sudden, all respect is gone.
Well, that's what Joe Rogan lost some fucking brownie points for that, didn't he?
Yeah, he's fucking crazy. For someone who knows so much, it's like that's a bad idea.
Ring the Winter. Uniqueness of a piece means a lot. Hundreds of Jokers, but no Joker killing Batman, for instance. Customs tend to take these risks. Well,
that's fine.
The other side of it as well is now that, for example, Disney has taken over Marvel, you cannot show any hero in peril. So you can't show a villain beating a hero. You can't show a villain being victorious in any way because it's not family friendly, and that's something that when Disney have come on board, they've made
that fucking sucks.
They've reduced a lot of stuff and they've opened up a lot of things now for custom companies that they should be taking advantage of.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, they should be cutting through that red tape, that's for sure.
Yeah, but they're not. They're just redoing the same shit over and over again, same characters. But anyway, Macklin 55555. Welcome back, guys. Picks. We're gonna get on to them. You won't do shit, you Wendy. Okay, he's that guy going on about arm wrestling you all the time. Joe Figure, Gatekeeper's not for showing the worst. I love DC.
I don't understand. For a guy who loves a particular channel so much, why does he come here?
Yeah.
It's like these guys. It's like these guys on Man United. I have these guys on Man United groups who ain't Man United fans. They come in and they start talking. Yeah. And then they're like, "Yeah, I'm not a Man United fan." I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Like, I can't get it at all. Like, I'm in that camp, which is like, man, like, what the fuck, And that guy is like really like, he does a lot of content. So there's enough things to get your teeth into there, man. There's enough bread there to eat.
Yeah,
don't need to worry.
I lube DCX. Do you lube that? I think that means love, but you can say you lube them up. You lube them up, do you, before you stick it in?
What they are, they're great guys. They deserve another 3 zeros on the end of their sub numbers, because when you talk about community people and collectors, that's what they are. That's what they are. So they're not QVC. They're not selling you something. They're not influencers. There's a difference.
Yeah.
They're not getting every fucking piece in 40 pieces a month. I'm getting 40 pieces in a month, and nobody asks you a question. Well, how the fuck are you doing that? You know what I mean? They're guys that are literally they're sharing their friends opening stuff. They're sharing everything because they're trying to bring everybody together, and they're viewing things from a collector point of view. And that's the collector's perspective. They're not doing it from a point of, this is great, you should buy it because this company sent it to me and I'm telling you this because they've sent it to me for nothing and that's my job. It's a different thing. Completely.
The other thing about it as well is like when you have an online relationship with somebody, it's so different from when you then meet that person in person. And when I've met Thor and Rodney again, I'm sorry, George. I met them several times, and they are like the nicest guys ever. Rodney, oh my god, he's like a big teddy bear. Rodney's fucking awesome. He's so cool.
I love them both. I've never met.
Rodney is like. I'm saying that because Rodney came out drinking with me, and he didn't punch me in the face by the end of the night. So that's
a fucking good thing for you because you're fucking well annoying. You're like not a good drunk at all. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Right? Honestly, not just about Rodney and thingy, but I personally think that this community lost a lot when Victor and Lou passed away. I don't think it's ever been the same. I think it's moved in a direction which is not the direction I actually like. But I feel that we lost two. And they're people that, like, for example, me and Vic clashed lots of times. You can't clash with Lou. It's impossible. You can't. You could not fall out with Lou about anything. But when they're immortalized in stone, two guys, when they passed on, both of them died. I think we lost just a tiny bit of our fucking soul. A little bit of spirit was gone from this community. And I don't think it's ever come back. And I think that people like Rodney and Thor Gunderson are as close to them kind of guys as we're ever going to see again, because they're about making your world bigger. They're about sharing. They're about collectors. They're about people that are in it for the right reasons. They're not trying to sell you nothing. They're not trying to get anything from you. They don't want nothing from you. I can't talk about myself because It's for other people to talk about us if they want. That's the legacy you have to leave behind. That people will. But I'm telling you, from my perspective, those guys are those type of guys, and I don't think they'll make them like Lou and Vic ever again. But they were, they were a big loss.
One of my kind of biggest especially with all my traveling and stuff like that is never meeting those guys in person. I was literally meant to go to New York Comic Con the year before Victor passed, and I basically was. I think on the chat I said I'm going to go, and I was all excited about it, and then I found out how much going to New York Comic Con actually costs from London, and I was crazy. Like, whoa, okay, the flights are not too bad, but to stay in New York is obscene. And then and I'm like, whoa, I don't, I started like, I don't want the chats. I'm like, yeah, I might not be going because of this and this. And again, Lou, I've had, I'd spoken to him online on chats, and I'd had like the odd conversation with him about, this and that, nothing major. But he PM'd me out of the blue, and he basically said, look, I have these guys coming to my house. We're all going to go to New York Comic Con. If you want to come, it's going to be me. It's going to be Victor. It's going to be Wilson, Brandon, Miguel. All these guys. I listed like 5 or 6 guys. We're all going to go. I literally could offer you an inflatable bed. I'm sorry, it's not much, but if you want to come, please, feel free. And I was just like, wow, this guy who I don't really know, he's just like offered to put me up and kind of be with me like during Comic-Con and stuff. And I was just like, wow, that's like not like that's also like super friendly and super nice. And I'm like,
what did I just say? Make your world bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Give you an opportunity that you may not have had, offered you something that would increase your world and doesn't. You see what I'm saying? You don't need to do that. That's the type of people that I think that they really were. And Victor was quite, he was quite an opinionated and straight guy like me, in that way. Well, but I just tell
you two would clash easy. You can tell. Easy. Like, not in a bad way.
But you know what? I've got to be honest. Him like passing was like broke my fucking heart. Like, honest to God, it was just fucking bad. And the greatest thing, the greatest, compliment I can give him is I use his example all the time.
The Walmart one.
No, not the Walmart one. That's me being wrong and him being right. Which he was many times, and I was wrong many times, and I was young in this game, and he was the veteran, and I should have paid a lot more attention, I think. But no, this don't wait to live your life too long. I use what happened with him as an example to when I talk to my niece. I will be mentioning it to my son. Do not wait forever to start living your life, because the guy, he saved up all his life to get a house. He worked his fucking ass off. He did all of these things. And then when he finally got everything that he was working for, within a few weeks, he sadly passed. And that is just just a heartbreaking story. And it actually really upset me. I'm not too ashamed to say I cried for quite a few. And I'm nearly tearing up now, actually, thinking, just remembering that example and his poor missus, and it was just a horrible experience. And I actually think the community is a lot poorer for them. We actually have lost something, and I hope that there's more guys like that come through, that we actually go, you know what, they fucking tried to steer, even if you don't agree, they tried to steer you right, they tried to talk you right, you understand me? Even though I have many sort of like little frictions with Victor.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But he, in the end, you look back and you're like, he was right. You know what I mean? You got to just have it. You got to just put your hands up and go, oh, fuck it.
Well, a lot of it is like you're kind of stubborn and things like that. I mean, like, both of them, both.
Yeah,
really, really nice
can't
guys.
fall out with Lou though. You can't. It's impossible.
No.
Lou is impossible to even have a bad feeling against ever.
One of the nicest guys. Yeah, and he when he was selling stuff, he was like doing favors for people when he was selling stuff, and all that. He was such a good guy. And I know as well, like his home life. I know a lot about his home life as well from hearing it from close friends of his. And when you hear that stuff as well, you're like, what you kind of know about him is the tip of the iceberg. The stuff he was actually doing is like, holy shit, man. He lived his life. His whole life was about helping people, helping everyone. Yeah, whole life.
Yeah. I can believe
I'm not getting into that.
No,
anyway.
don't. But yeah, them guys anyway. But it's meant to be on a borderline compliment. It got a little bit morbid and sad, and I apologise. But
I think
them guys are very, very much like when I see them together and I listen to them talk. I know that it's genuine, and I think that they're, the guns, the DCX guys are really, trying to, to build something that will last. And I mean, I'm blessed myself. I've actually picked up friends from this hobby that are actually really my friends. I don't want to see them so I can look at their statues like other people do. I want to see them because I want to speak to them. I'm not interested. I went round to Mike's the other day and he fucking had one statue out and we went to watch the football. It wasn't like I didn't go, oh, you've boxed everything up, or maybe I won't come round.
He's got one statue out.
I think he only had I think it was like mostly that. He just had the new Gambit out really, and I went over there to watch the football and catch up with him because he's a Liverpool fan. I shouldn't even talk to him really based on that alone. He's a fucking Scouse fan. Then I found out when I was there talking to his missus, he's not a Liverpool fan. He's not an Forest fan, and his wife is a Liverpool fan, a big one. So he basically, if he wants to get laid ever, he better change his allegiances. So. So I found them little sneaky sort of story out.
I don't know that. Yeah. What I'm actually going to do is I am looking for the links, and I'm going to put more in there anyway. So they actually had a lot of videos before. So this one I've just put in there now is Lou, and I'm going to put in there Victor.
Yeah, join them. Sub them.
All-time collections. Yeah, it was. That's the really sad thing as well is how few subscribers they have. Yeah, I think as well is a big thing that it should be known, and the new collectors who are coming in should know about them.
They're the reason they showed us the way.
What it was Victor and Lou. They had a chat, and I was actually on the chat a couple of times. Problem was it was like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. English time. So for me, I was like, starting, and I was like, I can't do this. I got to work. It's a Wednesday. So I actually spoke to them, and I didn't ask permission, but it was more like.
Nod, respect.
Hey guys, I want to do UK kind of chat, and I think they came onto the first few of ours.
Yeah,
and I want to do UK one, and we want to do it at a time where we can actually do it. And we did actually speak to them about it before we did it, and then we did the chat, yeah. But I definitely check out their channels. I mean, they had a lot of old classic pieces, and really really good guys. We're fucking going over here with all this stuff. Gotta get on to pictures, are we? Let me try. So, off to bed, Terminator. Go to bed, Chris. Enjoy yourself.
God bless, man.
See you on the rerun. What's that? Only on the rerun, pal. Castlevania 4 equals trash.
I'll be back, Killian.
Damn. Actually, I did start watching Castlevania 4, and I fell asleep on the plane watching it. Army of the Dead. Really? God. Not good, Sam. I wanted to watch Army of the Dead today, actually, and I saw it was like 2
Eternals look limp, man. I watched the trailer. I was like, what? The fuck is this shit?
Rome Ross in the house. Where are the good shows? I just rewatched Californication, and it's actually pretty funny. It's quite predictable, but it's really funny.
Dude, I'm watching Below Deck, man. That's what I'm watching.
My 4-year-old loved the video of you and your son unboxing Godzilla. She also loves the XM unboxing music. She replied, "I hate
that doesn't say much about us."
No, not the one. Not the one that sounds like the fork on the plate. Not that one.
All right.
Different. It's 808 here in Oz. Bebop Present Collector. Good and Morgan. Enjoy your coffee, my friend. Just had to sell off my 1 core scale XM Finance Design Studios dios, but I don't have the heart to follow through with selling some. I have all 3 dios coming in and half of the 1 core scale to sell. It is really hard. I mean, unless you're really strict, box them up. Literally, it is so hard. It is really hard. I find it really hard. Unless, yep, Jewish. You're part of the Jew crew. Yeah, I'm a Jew Ninja. Oh, yeah, you are Jew Ninja. You're right. Yeah. Backlog. Also, where certain companies increase the prices of 1/6 scale sell as much as 1 core scale used to be, making customs more popular. I also love the dials. Well, when Bowen was making Marvel pieces, the licensing costs were so low because Marvel didn't have the backing of the MCU. Now the MCU's come on board. Disney are on board. They need to make back the whatever $1 billion they paid for it. They say, licensing, you pay this, you pay that, pay that.
Yeah, definitely.
So the cost will go up. I will tell you that a lot of this is licensing and factory costs are the factors these prices are going up. A lot of it. It's not the in-house stuff, I tell you. This is Guile. Oh, okay. You changed your name, Guile. Well done. Guile Gambrel, I assume. Backlog. Off topic, Alex. I thought I heard you say in passing that you had a ton of art germ you were sending to CGC. Have you done that yet? And what's your favorite? I sent about 50 art germ to CGC, and I think I've sold 47 of them. I still have a couple. One of I actually really like. I got an art germ comic signed where it's like a Deadpool female with Wolverine claws. I don't know the character's name, but I really like the cover. I got a lot of DC ones done, but I just got caught up in the moment. And he does do some really, really good covers.
Lovely covers.
There is a funny story about where Brian, before he left XM, he told Stanley Artgerm that I bought XM and I was firing everyone. And I fired Brian. And when he met me, he's actually quite tall.
It's such a fucker, he is, Brian.
For an Asian, Artgerm is really tall. And Brian basically told Artgerm that I fired him. And he told Hive that I bought XM and that I fired Brian and I was going to fire Seng. And what's his name?
Ken.
Khan came over. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why the fuck is Artgerm telling me that you fired everyone? What the fuck is that all about? I said, it's Brian. Brian was fucking with him. He's like, okay. As soon as I said Brian, he's like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Have you watched Castlevania Netflix? I've seen up to season 3. Yeah, we don't want your story about your son. Don't worry. What's going on with Aram? Is he okay? Get some contracts again. He's doing all right. He's just, he's emotional. He's an artist. That's all I'm going to say. Bill Burr taking down Joe Rogan was like, I didn't know that. Bill Burr taking down Joe Rogan. I didn't know that. Bill Burr is fucking hilarious. Look up Bill Burr. When I think it's called When to Hit a Woman. And it's actually about not hitting a woman, but it's really funny. It's really funny actually, and it's so right, so fucking right. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to skip through all these comments. I'm sorry if you've got a question. You're gonna have to do like @RaddTitan, so it comes up in bold because we really need to start cracking on with these pictures now. Are you all right for time, Gio? You knew this was going to be a long one. You knew it was going to be a long one, though, no?
Well, yeah? I'm gonna give you like 45 minutes, and I'm gonna try and get bounced.
We got 400 pictures.
Yeah, well, let's go then.
Oh fuck. Okay. Invite. No.
Right, who are you inviting?
Yeah, I did the wrong one. Share. I mean share video file.
Invite. Who's coming?
Yeah. Come on, join the fucking party, man. All right, so there you go. Check that out.
Here he is.
Yeah.
This is my beautiful lad.
Yeah. So there's George with his first Funko Pop, and I really hope he ain't getting against that fucking thing of buying Funko Pops. I really hope you don't.
How about not? I got to start somewhere. He just loved the Godzilla pig. She's looking over his bed there.
Does he play with
he come into my room with the box because he wanted to carry it. And I said, where are we going to put it? And he walked in my room and went, you've got no space. I said, so what do we do with it? He said, we put it in my room. I said, all right. We went up there. And I said, where do you want it? And obviously he wanted it like on the floor right next to his fucking bed or something stupid like that. I was like, no, babe. I said, listen, we don't touch these. This ain't for playing with. So you can put it up on. So it's up on top of his his wardrobe. That's where it is. It's on top, looking over his bed. I said to him, Godzilla's the guardian. I said he's a guardian, so he'll keep you safe. I said we'll put him over your bed and watch over you while you sleep. I said make sure the Sandman brings you nice dreams. So that's where he let me put it. That's the best I could do. What he wanted to do is take it out of a fucking box and sit next to his bed and play with it. That's what I was just like.
Boombox in the house. So that's Josh. Greg Mozzola in the house. Bogle Arts. I want to get some ink done by Bogle Arts. He's fucking really good at doing like anime stuff. I want to get like a Guyver tattoo by him for sure. Backlog, yeah. All right. So then if we come over. Oh, where's this fucking tab gone? That one. No.
Back to your technical best, mate.
Yeah, why not? I know it goes there. It's like well fucking hidden. So this, where's the logo for that? Is it that one? Okay. That one.
To move across is that bottom right hand side, isn't it?
No, there's like a fucking different logo. There you go. All right, so then you got the old Hordak that you got in there.
Yeah. So I got in the Tweeterheads Hordax, the exclusive.
Looks fantastic, man.
It's amazing really nice, piece, man. It's an amazing piece.
Going back to David Igo, I mean, he did a really good job on that.
It has a really stunning piece, man. I mean, I got it out of the box, and I've got to be honest, it's one of the best pieces I've taken out. Like I've got in the last 12 months.
Yeah,
very, very good piece. Very well made, solidly built. You know, everything fits together perfectly. Not one piece of damage. I can't find any paint issues with it. It's just one of them. It's just one of them pieces that is really exceptional. And then you can see. I mean, Skeletor was a very nice piece as well, and them next to each other look fantastic. Really good.
There's more coming of this picture anyway. But I remember I
got Hulk transformation so late, and so many people were like happy with it. I didn't expect as much with the Hordak. I expected it to be like a nice piece, but I was blown away with how much I like it. So.
Well, yeah, with the Hulk transformation, that was the issue where you thought it was lost in shipping, and you were being
all that affects everything anyway, doesn't it? Yeah. All that, but it's not really that to do with it, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, and I got.
You got your Silver Surfer. I mean, that's the nice art box. I mean, that's based off the Silver Surfer #1. Obviously, he's not wearing the old Kirby boxer shorts, but he's
it's a shame, really, because I kind of dig him.
I think I think they should have done that, really. We'll start off with Nova, and
she's fantastic. And easily one of the best exclusive Sideshow I've done in a very long time. I mean, it's very hard to think of a better exclusive.
I think she's fucking amazing. I really like Frankie Ray as a character. I mean, I literally have a one of a kind artwork which my girlfriend got done for our anniversary, and basically it's like a picture of like meant to be like me and her in the likeness of Nova and Frankie Ray Nova and Silver Surfer. And I really like Nova anyway as a character. I think she's pretty cool. So yeah, and I literally thought to myself, I'm tempted to buy this just for that, and I did. But yeah, this looks amazing, absolutely amazing. I really wish they did more of these proximity pieces with Galactus. I wish they did like another Herald. If they did like another unknown, smaller scale Herald as the exclusive, I think that would have been fucking amazing. And I think they should have done. They should have continued with that. Is that a chip in the middle?
No.
Oh, it looks like a chip. You know what I'm talking about, like there?
Yeah, it's not. It's just light.
This then is the group shot. No, this is Cap Rogers. So a group shot with the a couple of pieces there. So you got the Sideshow, Captain Marvel, and the XM.
Thanos. I mean, you do work.
These
for this, you know what that is.
Yeah. This is then Geo's assembly kind of one. So the board.
All one piece as well on this. So,
quite surprised with that.
I was really surprised, man. I expected it to be I expected those wisps to be fitted in either side. I just thought they'd be clipped in, but it all come out. I was like, what the fuck? So,
you have seen a few boards. You have seen a few boards stepped.
Got a couple of little marks on the board, like some minor sort of marks that show up on. Like they're very strange. They're like tiny little lines. Little lines that go against the grain. So you see how the board's going straight like that.
Yeah.
See how the board's going straight. The lines go sort of across, and there's mine had a couple
as well.
Huh?
Mike's got a lot as well.
Yeah, mine had a couple, like a handful of them on the thing, and it's like you tilt it and it's this invisible, and you come back and in certain light you can see it. You're like, what the fuck is that? It is a little bit darker, this silver paint, but it's really nice. It is really nice. The piece is big as well. I actually think it might be slightly overscaled.
Well, we had this conversation the other day, and we were talking about when they did the kind of reveal that Jen Mint was at, and you saw him next to the Doctor Strange. He looked really underscaled. So I'm wondering whether they then looked at that, got the feedback, and then made him bigger. I wonder whether they did that, and then went a bit too big. Yeah,
but if you look at it now, right? If you look at it in that picture just there, go back with Nova there, right? So if you look at that picture there, look at his feet is pretty much just a little bit lower than Nova's head. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
In line.
Well, from the angle, it's hard to tell, but yeah.
It is. It's around there. I mean, I'm looking at it now, and it's basically around.
Good night, Jen. Good night, Jen. Love you, Jen.
Fucking puff. His foot is around. I'm looking. His foot is around just around the top of her ear.
Yeah.
There, yeah. So I would say that to the top of her ear, that Nova is around 3 to 4 inches tall.
Yeah.
That piece is 25 inches tall, which means he is 21 inches tall. The figure is at least 20 to 21 inches tall, which means he's 7 foot. In quarter scale terminology, he is a 7 foot character. And he's lucky that he's next to my 12 foot fucking Thanos. Because my Thanos on throne is well overscaled. In the history of fucking statues in quarter scale, I will challenge anyone to find me a more overscaled character than my Thanos. Because Thanos is meant to be 6'8", 6'9", like in classic comic terms. He is drawn and referenced in art, and is very different in all kinds of art. So don't stress about it. But if you go and by the biblical law of Marvel, the written law, he's about 6'9", I believe 6'8", 6'9". He is about fucking.
Silver Surfer's 6'4", I think. Yeah,
6'4", yeah. He's at least 10 foot. Thanos in quarters, in terms of how big it. If he stood up, he'd be 30 inches. That statue. And Surfer, like I'm telling you, I'm looking at it, and I would say that board, if I'm being incredibly generous, I'd say where his feet are is 5 inches off the ground, but that's generous. I think it's closer to 4. So I think he's about 21 inches. The figure's 21 inches tall.
To measure.
Definitely we will.
I didn't believe that. We had this conversation, and I didn't believe what George was saying. I'm like, you're full of shit. And then he put it next to the original Comiquette, which is a huge piece, and it dwarfed it. So
they're in line as well, by the way.
Yeah,
the Surfer feet are in line. where they're meant to be bottom to bottom. So he's much bigger. But obviously, I had to rebox that Surfer up. So figure to figure, he's much bigger.
Yeah. And then I started to do the paint difference.
But, yeah, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the contrast. I mean, obviously, I think there's a more realistic silver to the actual, the modern one, compared to the other one that's quite light.
Yeah.
Both fantastic pieces. Both fantastic, no doubt about it.
This is a Hordak. Sorry,
yeah, that's the exclusive and stuff. Yeah, so this is my unboxing experience of it. So I like to get things out in my hand, show them off a little bit close. So I like doing that. That's one of my favourite pictures to take.
And then you got some pieces repainted. So
I got Venom in to touch up a little bit, like some things that bothered me. So that unmasked Venom, the eyebrows being blonde bothers me because he's got really thick black eyebrows. So I wanted them. And then obviously I wanted the sort of glossed eyes and the white teeth and the more pink mouth for the McFarlane head. So
yo, Chris K. Yo,
brother.
Do you remember the years of Skeletor and Hordak?
I think the Hordak was meant to be 300, but because they oversold it, I think it's 365 or 360. And, And with that being said, you get the extra cannon for compensate you for the over ES. I think the Skeletor, the exclusive, which I have, is 500. I think I had to call it. If I had to bet my mortgage on it, that's where I'd go.
Oh, fuck it. Good to guys. See you later, bro. I wish I would do flames like that Ghost Rider statue. Yeah, it would look great for the Nova Flames cover. Yeah, we'll be doing that if we got the time. Love you guys. Much love from California. Mad Hatter Reviews. Thank you.
We're going to be getting back on every week, so don't worry if things are not whatever's covered today. We'll be covering everything. We'll get back onto regular viewing. So don't worry about that. Now that we're back home.
Can you see how small is the picture? Is it fine?
Really small.
Oh, what's
minute, in fact. There you are. And this is your piece that I got in for you.
Oh, I see what he's doing now. Okay. This is then me. So I actually I have this image. I got this image tattooed on my ribs back in 2014, and yeah, it's something I've always loved this design. And when a company said they were going to make it, I had to jump on straight away. So for me, this was a Silver Surfer I had to get, and I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't like the black wisps.
It's really you don't like them.
I'm going to have it like this, but with the other board. For me.
I'm sorry, I didn't even realize there were two boards when I was.
But I think it looks like for me. I'm really happy with this. And
it's nice. It's really nice. That's a big surfer and all.
I haven't seen it in person yet.
That's a fucking big surfer and all. I'm telling you, that's a big one. I was surprised at the size of it.
Marcus in the house.
Yo,
Alba X209. No, we haven't shown it yet. Okay, so yeah, and then this is like an image where it's comparing all of these together.
I think that's one of my favourite pictures of it.
It's great.
I know that he's quite dark in that photo, but I really like him with the Galactus, and I really like him with the Thanos. Like all of that, I think it looks great. I think
you would need to have the Galactus kind of raised up to.
I'd like, a little bit lifted, but I still think it looks fucking.
I actually took some pictures of that Galactus today. It's such a nice piece.
Yeah, it's such exceptional. My favorite Galactus. That piece.
And then also you got the.
I got this visor repainted, so I just wanted it a little bit more sort of like that classic canary yellow thing. I didn't really want it to be the same colour as the straps. My painter asked me, he was like, do you want me to do it like that? I said, no, I don't.
Yeah.
And I had the unmasked head repainted on Magneto. It looks fucking great, that head. It looks fantastic. And then I did this, which a lot of people didn't like. It's sort of like it's a more like a shadowy sort of effect, sort of like darkened up where you just see his eyes and a little bit of glint of his teeth. But it's see like that. And then, but it's painted in a certain way that when you turn the lights off, it glows up. Yeah. So it's for like a alternative display purposes, but you know, you got to be brave when you're doing these repaints. The whole thing is to have, I've got the long ponytail hair. I've got the sort of youngish old man, and then I've got the old man, and then I wanted to do something different.
Right, this basically then is the Iron Studios Arthur Fleck Joker, and this is life size. I personally prefer the Queen Studios version. I think there's the likeness is there. I know Gio hates the movie,
Fucking hate it.
but I think this character now is being way overdone by licensed companies. I just think I think it's a really weird character to kind of have. I mean, I think what this movie or this kind of what's the word, like this
depiction?
Yeah, they're kind of like going on. I think a lot of people are jumping on it because of how good the Heath Ledger version was and how collectible the Heath Ledger version was. And now they're like, shit, that was really popular. Let's give this license out to everyone and get it made. And I think this license has gone out way too far. Like too many companies, and I think there's no credibility to where it's gone. If that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, it's just kind of gone everywhere. Like with Ledger, how many years did it take before Ledger Joker was made?
Yeah,
it's only getting made recently, and now the Joaquin Phoenix one hasn't had any time to build up. It's not iconic, and it's being made already.
Yeah. Well, overmade probably is the right word.
Way overmade. Yeah. At a really high level and really high price point too.
Yeah.
So, let's get through this quickly. And also, you got the Green Ranger, which, very cool character, which so I've heard, but not for me. Never watched Power Rangers at all in my life. I remember one time.
Well turned into a dragon, didn't he?
That's him playing his little fucking whistle. Like, his little fucking Okada from fucking Zelda. And
but you know what nobody talks about? Nobody talks about is how he's playing his knife that becomes a whistle and he's blowing it through his helmet and it still works.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've got a knife that becomes a flute and I can blow it through my helmet, which is just fucking brilliant.
And then my big fucking dinosaur comes out of the water, which is underscaled there. But yeah, loads of switch outs on this.
Fucking huge.
I don't want to be an arsehole, but I've just never been a Power Ranger fan. I mean, I think we watched the Power Ranger movie.
We tried. We gave it a go. We tried.
I think it was all right. I don't think it was bad. But I literally was out. I was out drinking with the original Black Power Ranger, and he started talking about being a Power Ranger and all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to be an arsehole, but I never watched Power Rangers. And there was a really, really awkward silence. And then this we were at this comic convention where they ran like beauty pageants. So there's like Miss Brazil walked past who was stunning. Yeah. And we were like, oh my God, look at that fucking ass. And we started talking about that instead. And then we had like a common ground. But when he started talking about Power Rangers...
You found that common ground again, did you?
Oh, yeah. But when he started going on about Power Rangers...
It's funny how a woman's ass can make two men do that.
Yeah. 56 centimeters, 30 deep, 30 wide. There you go.
That's a nice ass.
Yeah. Then you go into the Prime 1 exhibition thing they had. So you had the Predator there. So this is the Predator 2. And...
that looks amazing.
It looks really nice, but it does look quite a lot like the Cinemaquette.
It does, but it still looks amazing. It looks better than Cinemaquette to me.
It looks very nice.
I don't like the Cinemaquette much, though. I'm not on that. I'm not on that flex. You know me. If I'm buying a Predator, I'm buying a Wolf, buying a legendary scale Wolf. That's where my money's going. But this looks really, really nice. This.
And these are pictures from the video. So sorry, this jumps between them and then. So these are like the then also the Alien from the Dark Horse Comics version of the Alien. So that looks nice. It's really nice.
It does look cool.
And then you got like that for scale.
So
big gold piece. Yeah, big gold piece. Really nice. This is probably the only one from the whole showcase that I was a bit interested in. I do like
as in a purchase.
Yeah. I do like Elite. I like the original. And I think this looks like a really nice piece. So you've got a little bit of gore there with the eyes coming out, jumping there, a little bit of the kind of head cut open there. And I think this looks like a really nice
scale?
piece.
What scale is this?
I think it's quarter scale, so I would be surprised
nice.
I'd be very surprised if Jay doesn't buy this as well.
This looks fucking great. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, I like
fantastic detail in it.
Let's switch our head as well. So
very nice.
Screaming head and the column head there.
Very nice.
I actually, again, from all the pieces I've seen in the show,
it's beautiful. That's a beautiful piece. Really nice.
They also have the Attack on Titan license, which they teased. So no pieces shown. There's just a tease. Then also you got the Batman, and this is the Val Kilmer Batman. So
they're doing it in the sort of style of the Arkham sort of stuff, then, or is this half scale?
I don't know actually the scale.
Looks to me like that could be a half one, doesn't it? Like their other stuff that they did, It
actually could be. I'm not going to lie. I didn't watch
because they did the Affleck one, didn't they? And they did the Superman and it just looks to me like they could be halves.
Yeah.
Because of the simplicity of the bases. Because there's no bases there, is there? It's just standing on something.
What was Val Kilmer? Was he Batman Returns or not?
Batman Forever, you fucking muppet.
Batman Forever.
Yeah. Go fucking stand outside and think about yourself for a second. Have a word, will you?
Which one's Batman and Robin?
Oh, don't bring that up. That Clooney cunt's Batman and Robin.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, the best part in it is watching the guy. A chill is coming to freeze.
Oh,
everybody, chill.
This looks like Val Kilmer from the face, though.
Yeah, the suit looks like it's Val Kilmer.
And then you look at that one, that's Val Kilmer.
No, it's not. Let me see. Wait, I'll get closer. Excuse me.
Which one's Batman Returns? Is that like...
That's Batman Returns there. That's Batman Returns there.
No, it's Batman Returns Val Kilmer.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm asking you a question.
Do you know what? If you were with me, I would slap you. I'd have to slap you.
No, because Keaton is...
Listen to me. Listen, just be quiet.
Michael Keaton, Batman Returns.
Yes.
And then he's... Okay.
Michael Keaton is Batman. Michael Keaton, 1989. Michael Keaton is Batman Returns. I think that's 92. Yeah. Then it's Batman Forever, and that's Val Kilmer.
Oh,
he's fantastic. He's fantastic, Val Kilmer. Let's have it right. And then
because it's Val Kilmer.
Then after that, it's Batman and Robin, isn't it? And after Batman and Robin's where it really goes to hell. And that's where Clooney plays in and. Okay. Just looks like the Doctor.
And then you got Batman and Robin. So you got Chris O'Donnell Robin there.
Yeah.
And then
I can't see the picture. I can't see the picture. I can see us now. There's no pictures.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Motherfucker.
When you ask me that questions, it's Batman Returns. Wow. Do you know what? I've just lost that little bit of respect for you that I had.
Oh, you had respect for me?
I had a little bit. It's gone now.
Fuck duck. All right, so you got Chris O'Donnell there, Robin.
Yeah, these look like they're halves, man. They look like they're halves to me.
They could be.
The simplistic bases and the pose style tells me they're halves. They could be thirds, but I don't see why they would do these in 1/3 when the other one, the actors, are all half scale.
Basically, John Blackmouth has given $9.99 for you to slap me. Yeah, thank you. Fuck your
yeah, I would do it. I'll do it for a tenner.
Oh man!
Cheers to you, my friend. That's money well spent.
Kenka 792 in the house. Ryan Vegetek. In the house.
What's worse is you had Batman Returns statue of Michael Keaton.
Yeah, but from Batman. No, from Batman. Anyway, then you have the Batman and Joker diorama.
That's fucking cool.
What's that guy wearing? Jesus, man.
Who the fuck cares? The guy, that guy could be wearing his birthday suit, and I'll still be looking at Batman.
It's a nice statue. Really nice diorama.
Fucking really nice, man. I love that.
Is that the one? Is that the one that people are saying is $3,500?
I don't know.
Fuck.
It's a fucking nice statue, though.
It looks nice. Looks very nice.
Is it anything I would buy? No, but can I appreciate it? Hell yeah.
That's the three together. Batman. There you go. And you also got the Chung Lee coming from the Street Fighter 5 license as well.
They've done it without proper chunky legs, haven't they? That's got to be like Street Fighter 4.
She does have chunky legs. Oh yeah, yeah. Right around my fucking head. Then you got the Dark Side Justice League, and this is coming as well. So yeah, this is 1/3 scale.
Hey Alex, have you got a hat? Nah, fuck it. I'm wearing Chun-Li.
Yeah, I'm wearing Chun-Li as a fucking hat. yeah. So yeah, this is the LED. So there's a bonus part.
The thing is, it's not going to look like that, though, is it? If they got little wisps coming out of his eyes. Is there wisps coming out of his eyes? There is.
Is that like the old Sideshow Superman idea?
Yeah, it must be with lights. It looks good, though.
Yeah,
looks fantastic. I like it.
It does. Looks like he's got a little of an acorn head, though, isn't he?
Yeah, you tell him that to his face.
I'm not telling it to his fucking face, am I?
You tell me that. You tell me.
Yeah.
Fucking acorn-headed cunt.
Yeah, fucking acorn.
Yeah. Fall out of a tree, did ya? Squirrel took you, did he? Fuck yeah, acorn.
Yeah, he's gonna bury you in the ground for the winter. He's got a lot of switch outs on this.
I do like the fact that they've got so many options with the hands, like the eyes.
I like this place, actually. I like the one behind the back like this. I think
I like the one with a fucking big axe in his hand. Uxus. It's Uxus.
It's cool. 1 meter 5 centimeters tall. That is a big fucking piece. Big piece. Jesus.
How wide is it? Got all them switches, man.
Hands
behind the back, hands out in front.
52.6 centimeters deep, 77.6 wide.
That's with the thing in it, though, isn't it? It's not going to be that wide with the arms.
Yeah.
Shit, man. You just have far too much fun for yourself, bro.
Yeah, always. There you go. I wish to be honest. Also, they've announced they're doing the Demon Souls license. Little tease. They're going to do the Dune license as well. So
I've never seen that. That's the one with the rock, isn't it? I should watch that, really.
No.
Is that not the rock?
No.
No. Is it? Dune is the one with the rock. Yeah.
It's like something from the 80s. It's like a kind of, it's like a Star Warsy kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
It's quite iconic. Maybe the 70s, but yeah, it's very iconic. And then they've remade it. It's going to come out soon.
I need a piss. You have to forgive me.
All right.
No, I'm going first.
Then you got the EVA 13 coming. So this will be Evangelion. So you got this coming along as well. So that's just to show you scale. Oh, hello. We're just doing this resizing rather than anything else. This is something which I am actually quite excited about. I do love Fist of North Star. I'm wearing a Fist of North Star t-shirt. So this is King Rao. And this looks quite impressive. This is actually making me be quite tempted to buy the original Kenshiro and kind of get that and then get this. Yeah, that's a possibility. I do think it's a really nice piece. You got the switch outs on here as well. So you can actually have him without the cape, without the mask. I don't know why you would bother. That looks fucking amazing. Not so, you know. So I actually do think that this looks ridiculously cool. And yeah, I would be tempted to pick up this and the Kenshiro and then hope that they would do like maybe a Ray, maybe a Jackie, stuff like that. Keep continuing license. But the problem with Prime 1 is they're not really known for continuing licenses. They normally stop quite early. But yeah, very cool piece. Very, very cool piece. But again, I'm quite scared by the price of the shipping. Then they're doing also the Full Metal Alchemist license. So that's coming along. So that's just to show you that. You missed King Rao. You listening?
Oh yeah, I did miss something good. I put my thing back on. Where the fuck is it? What were you saying?
Then you move on to the Godzilla.
Did I miss anything? Wait a minute. Fist of the North Star look good. What did I miss? Is that Ken? Jaggy?
No,
that's
Rao.
Rao. Fucking Rao. That looks wicked, man.
That looks really cool. That's actually getting me quite tempted to go back and buy the Ken.
That Rao looks fucking cool.
Looks so good. So good.
Such a great switch as well to turn him from sort of like king to challenger.
I don't know. I mean, I just think personally,
Ken is dead. I am the Fist of the North Star. I don't agree, and I never shall. Power without perception is useless.
I think if he looks like that, you're never going to display him like that.
I think it's a great switch, though. I think it's a such a great variant that it changes the statue quite a lot.
Yeah. Full-metal
I
Alchemist.
like that. Like I've said, with the repainted stuff, it's about having drastic changes. If you can do a drastic change, I mean, we always talk about Prime 1 with these fucking shit heads that look the same and all. I don't see any of that at the moment. Everything is quite drastically different. So fair play to them.
Yeah. Then you got the Godzilla line. So Godzilla King Kong line. So you got the Godzilla like human-size bust. King Kong human-size bust. You also got the axe, kind of human size, and then you got the diorama behind that. You also got the Game of Thrones tease of Jon Snow.
You know nothing.
God of War, Valkyrie armor. So Valkyrie armor, God of War pieces.
I thought I recently used that armor.
It's a ship.
Nah, it's really good. I didn't realise why the Queen was giving me so much trouble. Then I realised I'm wearing all the Zeus's armor, which gives you it makes you really powerful, but you can't take any damage.
Yeah.
Like you get hit, you struggle, and I think she could kill me with like 3 hits.
Yeah.
3 hits, you're dead. That simple. And it took me ages to beat her, but I didn't realise that I was playing a loaded game.
Keep talking.
We'll put a good picture up here. Fuck. He's left me with the little. What's his name? Arturus. Isn't it? Yeah, Arturus. What did he say? Fuck. Yeah. So I was playing. Fuck it. I was, first run through that I did. No. First run through, you don't get Zeus's armor. First run through, she was tough, but the second, when I did the new game plus and I took Zeus's armor and did it with that, and it was quite tough. But then I think I've clocked that game like 4 times. And on the 4th time, I did the what do you call it? I did the Valkyrie armor, and fucking, it's actually pretty good. I think it's quite big on health though, isn't it? So it's quite interesting because by the time I got to a 4th time, I didn't get hit at all. So I had all that health, but I didn't fucking need it. So by the time I got around to it the 4th time, using all the different armors, because I kind of like to build in with a different armor and just run through the game and see how it feels. But I did do it with the Valkyrie one the last time I clocked the game, and I beat the Queen without taking 1 hit. So I was like, yeah, I'm done. This game's finished. I've got to a point now where it's not a challenge anymore. I mean, honestly, the first time I fought her, it took me a few days. I swear. I think like play for about an hour and a half, try and kill her, and it took about 3 or 4 days to do it. Bitch. Still one of the best games ever made for me. It's probably my favourite game ever. Don't know if it's funny because it came out exactly around the same time my son was born. So my wife was heavily pregnant when I got this game. She said, "You better clock this before he comes, otherwise you're fucked. You ain't gonna get a chance to play it."
Jesus, man, I just pissed out like fucking 7 liters. I was just like, "Fucking, is it gonna stop?"
Yeah.
Then you got the Joker 1/3. This actually looks really cool as well.
Love the variants in them heads as well, man.
Yeah.
Such good drastic change there. All different sort of depictions as well, wasn't it?
I think there's been a few comments about there should be like, what's that one where the face is cut off that you have?
I don't have that. I don't like that at all.
No?
No, I don't have that. The one I have is the slick back hair one.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one I have. That's the one I like.
You got Robin in the base. So this is the Museum Barcelona Joker. Say cheese. So you got that guy.
I think that looks amazing, man. I am super blown away by how good this Prime 1 showcase has been. I've failed to see the piece that I don't like.
And you got like the selfie stick there with Batman on there.
That's really cool. But, yeah, he's having a little chat with him, isn't he?
Also, they're going into the Pacific Rim line. I think that's quite risky because I don't think that's sold very well. I don't think it sold very well for Sideshow, and that was kind of more around the time it kind of happened. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that this will be a dead line. To be honest, I don't think this is worth getting into.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll last, especially with Prime 1, because if 1 or 2 of them don't sell, that's them all dead. So
yeah,
I wouldn't advise you to jump into this thinking you'll get all the others, because you won't see them.
So then tea in the house.
Which would be
go
gutting
through
for
it.
anyone who's like really after that, that line. Somebody probably like collects 1/3 or whatever scale and wants them. It's a bit of a
Apparently,
shame.
that Flanksters 117 is saying that the statue collection is only for the rich. I wouldn't listen to anything that Flankster cunt says. That guy is the biggest piece of shit in any hobby, and I wouldn't listen to anything.
As a human being, man, this is the most
It's a
depressing
horror.
thing. It's like fucking people like sucking his cock in all the comments. You're just like, fucking wrong
Berserk
with
in
you,
the
man.
house. Mad Hat Reviews. X, yeah, it's going to bring the bank for sure. King Kong. Ken J. Capello, that's the artist. At him in the house.
Oh,
Can't
welcome.
believe I made it. Welcome back,
Welcome,
fellas.
brother. Welcome.
Welcome to the party, pal. So yeah, that's that. Predator 2 as well. So coming back to this one, this is then the Predator 2. This looks really nice. Also, then you have the Ahab Predator with the one with one eye, which is really nice as well. This looks really
Ahab.
cool.
Is that a Jew
Ahab,
thing?
yeah. No, well, like Ahab, like Arab. No,
All right.
that's what it's called, the Ahab Predator. It's got the one with one eye. Yeah. Are you being racist? Are you being anti? What's with these anti-Semitic comments?
Well, I'm sharing the stage with a Jew, so I've got
There
to
you go.
throw my
Look.
shots in.
There you go. Ahab.
I don't know where I'm getting Ahab from as being a Jew thing, is it not?
So how's that you think? Are you thinking like fucking Arab or hijab or something? What are you thinking of?
No, I just Ahab, Captain Ahab or some shit. I don't know what it is. What's Ahab about?
Captain Ahab.
I don't know. What's it about? What's Ahab mean? What is it? Why is it called that?
Isn't the guy from Moby Dick? What's his name?
Ahab. Did he lose an eye?
I don't know. Wait, let me look that up. Let me look that up.
It's like Captain Ahab. Like honestly, I'm trying to get.
No, there is something to do with Moby Dick, isn't there?
It might be something.
Moby Dick.
Just type in Ahab meaning. Reference.
Moby Dick. Captain.
I'm sure it's Captain Ahab, isn't it?
What's that got to do with Jews? Oh, yeah. Moby Dick is Captain Ahab, yeah. What's that got to do with Jews?
What's that got to do with his Predator? That's what I'm trying to get. Is he the captain?
Where are you coming to? What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, fucking Aryan.
I thought it was a fucking Jew captain with a fucking boat looking for a white whale with a lot of money. You can sell it.
Yeah, fucking pale, pasty, fucking Aryan motherfucker, you. So yeah, that's the captain. That's the Captain Ahab Predator. Also, they're doing the Steppenwolf as well. That'd be quite interesting.
I thought he was fantastic. I loved Justice League, and I thought he was great. Every time he popped up, my fucking missus was like, "Oh, this fucking guy again." I was like, "Why don't you just fucking read your book or something? Be quiet." Stupidness.
I actually, I think, I was in one of those positions where, with all of the fucking hype of the Snyder Cut and the way it was going, I had high expectations, but I was also the sort of thing where I was like, it ain't going to be as good as that, but it needs to be better.
Yeah,
and I think it fucking excelled. I think it really did.
Yeah, my favorite DC film easily.
I thought there was some. There was some.
I like Man of Steel though a lot. Got a lot for that. And Batman versus fuck.
Batman versus. But there were some elements. There were some elements where basically you could tell there were like afterthoughts. I really think the future parts should have been spread out throughout the film, as in like dreams and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think it should have been like a fucking 20-minute thing at the end. And you could also there were scenes where you could really tell that Ben Affleck was doing reshoots because he was such different shape.
Yeah.
This then is the Batman, so the Robert Pattinson version. So they're doing that as well.
That's going to be one. Yeah. That one, I'm not sure about the scale of that though. I don't believe that would be a half.
That looks like third. Yeah,
It does, doesn't it?
but
Strange,
any Batman license that comes up, probably going to jump on. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. But I don't think the face is there really at the moment. They still need to work on that a lot. It might be the pictures, but yeah.
pictures stuff.
Also, they're going to be doing the license for Last of Us 2 and Last of Us 1. They are very popular. I hope they do them in quarter scale. If they go for 1/3, it's too big. So yeah, Last of Us is an amazing game. I played the 2014. It came out in like 2014, the game, and I played the remastered version, which came out later. And I played it I think it came out on PS3, and then I played it on the PS4. The game was absolutely amazing. Really fucking good.
Yeah, God of War's awesome.
Doing another jetpack version of the
looks massive. Prime. I saw some pictures. This is massive.
I've seen the original, and the original was massive. So if this is the same size as the original, this is going to be huge. Dan T. Wow. Okay. So yeah, 999. Dan T. Great to see you guys.
Thank you very much.
Watching from California.
God bless you.
California knows how to party.
In the city.
In the city. Yeah. What else we got here? Eddie in the house and Sick Mansions in the house as well. Let's go. Steve Garessi. Sometimes less is more in the statue collection. All those pieces he has in his basement and makes his collection look like an antique shop, not a museum. Basically, I don't know if you know, but Flankster 117 is one of the biggest scammers ever in the hobby. He claimed his house burnt down after he sold his whole collection. And there were so many, there's literally like 100 different stories about how he's trying to scam people. And literally the last one within the last week is he's trying to sell statues that aren't even out yet. So stay fucking clear of that guy. If you ever see him selling Sean Sanders selling a statue, stay clear. He's posted all over the Lord of the Rings groups at the moment. Stay clear of him. What a cunt. Uncharted 4, they're doing a license for that as well. This is which is my childhood. This is Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. Oh, fucking yeah.
I've lost so much fluid over this woman.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I think I lost on brain cells.
She's so fit. It's just wrong.
Oh. This Linda Carter, Wonder Woman is
proper pinner, man.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Pinner. And
so if it's going to be out of her and Gal Gadot, who are you going with?
Put your hands together. That wouldn't last very long, but it'd be a fucking amazing 76 seconds.
Yeah, shut up. 6 seconds and 70 seconds of cuddling your big woman.
Yeah, a little bit of foot rubbing. I don't know. But anyway,
for me, it'll be Linda Carter.
Linda Carter was hot now.
She'd be. It would be. I wouldn't even look twice.
I think we had this conversation before, but I'll tell you who is still quite hot, which is a bit wrong, is Elvira, who's like 70 years old.
Yeah, she's still getting off.
What's her name? Like Claudia?
I hope she's still got that bikini with the spiders on it, though. It's got to be part of the deal.
I remember I borrowed the Elvira tape off you.
No, you didn't. You lent it to me. Oh, did you? Was it mine?
No, I borrowed it off you. And literally what happened is at the end of the movie, she does the fucking nipple tussle thing. I didn't get to see it because when I fucking played it on the VHS, it was like the fuzziness. Well, you've been fucking rewinding this so much, you dirty fucking
pausing it, man. Pausing it. Finding the right spot. Pausing it.
Yeah, she's
Make a wish.
She's like that, go like that, like spinning her nipples round. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I'm not trying to. You know when you're trying to. Do you know? Like this is a really bad one. Do you know when you like? You didn't have it, but I had a hacked Skybox, and before I had the hacked. Actually, you might have seen it, actually, because do you know when you had Sky and they hacked the frequency, but you can still hear it. So you like go, you could hear like, oh, but like, and you literally, if you kind of like, you would like convince yourself that if you were to go like that, shake. Oh my god, I can see it. I can see it. I can see a pussy. Oh my god, you shake your head and think you're shaking it to the frequency, and you could see it. No,
that never happened to me. I just would get off on the voices anyway.
All right, but that
I don't need to see it.
But that was literally what it was like with your fucking Elvira videotape, where you fucking used it so much, it was so fucking shaky. I was like, oh. I was like, well, I feel lightheaded. I'm not sure if that's from the fucking wanking or from the fucking head shaking. God,
Dude, I remember when the adult channel, that was my daily adult channel.
Yeah, you had like 12 minutes.
I had 12 minutes to get a job done, man. Then fucking, it was not great. It would be like fucking, what's it? You would start up and and then it would cut, wouldn't it? And you'd be like, fuck.
I remember, the worst one is I remember we were in a cafe with my mum and dad and my sister. I don't know, there's a few of my family there, and we were like whistling like a tune, and we're like, and you were like, and then my dad was like looking over, and we were like. I think the three of us were like, we're like trying to work it out, and then all of a sudden we realised, oh fuck, that's like 70s porn, where they're in like the fucking apartment block, and then my dad was like singing along as well because we nicked his videotape.
Yeah, it was like I've come to fix your fridge.
But we were like that, like the three of us were a bit like, oh shit, and we're in a cafe or something. We were like. Get some ketchup, please.
Good times.
All right, and then you got the Batman versus Superman. So this is Dark Knight 3.
This is the piece of
Masters.
This is the one that I saw that I didn't like at all. But
I know you don't.
Someone showed me the comic reference for it, and it's spot on. So it's just a preference thing. It's nothing wrong with the statue. It's just a preference thing.
Is basically the comic art is that is what the comic art is like, and is basically it is
spot
on. It's one of those things as well, is if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And it's another big piece. I mean, this is 110 centimeters high, 76 deep, 96 wide. Wow. Beastly. I mean, I don't have space for this, but I think it's a very cool piece. I actually do think it's a cool piece. I don't like that style of Superman. I have seen the 1/3 scale Superman, and I really dislike it. I've disliked it from images. I've seen it in person, thinking, you know what, it's going to be much more in person. It's going to be much more in person. I see it in person, I'm like, fucking hate it. But it's based on that Frank Miller art. It is based on Frank Miller art. And that's the thing. And they've captured the Frank Miller art, but I don't like it. Godzilla, life-size, human-sized bust. Sorry.
Yeah, life-size. And then you got the bit bigger than your house.
Yeah. Godzilla versus Kong diorama, which is very cool. I still haven't seen the movie. You have so put me off watching the movie.
I'm sorry.
So put me off. I literally was getting ready to watch it, and then you're like, "Yeah." I'm thinking to myself, Gio is a big Godzilla fan.
Yeah.
Ever since we've like been even like kids. You've always been a big Godzilla fan, so I've always been like, you know what, George is just going to love this just for sheer nostalgia. He's going to love it just for basically that. And then you said to me, it's not that great. And I'm like, oh, okay, because you're going to be a lot more forgiving than I am.
Just put that remote down. Won't bother with that.
Then.
Let's turn that off.
All right, well, I'll watch Sex and the City tonight then. Fuck me.
I wonder what Samantha's getting up to. She's up to all sorts of shenanigans at Samantha. It's fucking fuck off the lizards fighting.
Rambo in the house. Yes, I mean, I watched the Friends reunion today. It's quite bad.
I wouldn't watch it up. I think you should leave shit in the past. You should leave
it's not. It's not another episode. It's basically like they're reminiscing over the show. But the problem with it, I can watch that. The problem with it is they all look really bad, and they all look like they've had loads of surgery. Courtney Cox is so bad. Like,
it's a shame because I always fancied her the most.
Yeah,
everyone went a bit mad for Rachel. I always sort of fancied her.
I like Rachel actually. We've been rewatching. Natalia and I have been rewatching all the Friends. We're up to season 4, halfway, and Rachel is hotter for me. But
yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean,
I think
she's just been stunning from day one to now. She's still stunning for me.
But why not in this reunion thing. They're all like pretty bad. Lisa
Dude,
Kudrow
horrible bosses. She's so hot.
Oh yeah, horrible bosses. But that's like 10 years ago.
No, it isn't. Is it?
Horrible bosses is like or at
No,
least
it's like
it's not.
2014, surely.
I don't know, man.
Come on, man! Don't do this to me.
Horrible.
You gonna fuck me, Dale?
2011, 10 years.
You motherfucker!
Yeah. Wow.
Oh no, it's devastating.
Yeah. So going back through the Godzilla, so you got the
Line
three switcher heads. I like. Well, the middle one, and the last one are too similar though. Look at that.
I like it. I actually really like the middle one.
Yeah, but look how. Yeah. Okay.
I like.
Anyway, I mean, like, yeah, cool.
I think it's awesome.
But
very expensive.
Yeah, $5,700. You want that?
No. I could think if I was going to spend $5,000, it wouldn't be on this.
No. I mean, like
I'd be going to the Maldives for fucking 2 weeks.
80 centimeters tall, 66 wide, and 142 centimeters wide. 66 deep. Sorry. Yeah, that's a big old fucking piece.
Proper dial, man.
Yeah,
you're crazy. I mean, if you're crazy, if you really digging it,
you're crazy about it. If you're crazy about shit movies, they go for it. You know, that's one of the problems. But what you told me it was shit.
It's shit. Shit is a strong word. It's not shit. The problem is with it, right? Is that you got two mammoth franchise characters, and they just rushed it. They just rushed it along. The story is rushed along. Them like starting to have rows and fight with each other. Just it's all too quick. The human element to it as well. The actors and stuff are horrendous, and they're just horrendous. It's so bad that you just don't like any of them, and you want them all to die, every single one of them, just because of how bad their acting is.
You told me it was so bad you felt like your arsehole was bleeding.
I didn't say those words. And I would have said bleeding again.
Yeah. Then this is the Kong on its own, because obviously you can buy them separately. So these are the sizes for.
Just looks a bit like it wouldn't work, though.
I don't think it would work on its own. I don't think it looks a bit like awkward and weird on its own. Yeah, it's like they made the diorama and like, oh fuck, how can we capitalize and make the most of this? I actually think Godzilla looks good on its own.
Yeah, Godzilla works. It's Godzilla, but Godzilla does, doesn't it? Godzilla does. Because Kong is so action and up and like sort of almost defensive in his sort of positioning. It just doesn't seem to work for me. Yeah. For the Kong. I mean, it's amazing together. It's awesome, and the work looks unreal. But in terms of like, if you were to get it, I think you'd be, I don't know, you'd be selling it short by just buying the Kong. Because the Kong on his own could also be like, oh my god, there's a big fucking spider behind the couch. Like that.
And then you got the moving on. So this is the Superman Dark Knight's Metal, and I'm not really familiar with the Dark Knight's Metal line. I actually do think that I spoke to someone about it. I was like, wow, with all these designs, I need to read it. They're like, yeah, don't. It's actually like the concepts of the characters are better than the actual story. I was like,
wow. It's true of a lot of things, though, But I've read Thanos stories that are like that, where the artwork is beautiful and stunning, and he looks amazing, and the story's shit.
Yeah. This is then the Zod versus Guts. So this is the diorama.
That's how we should have done the chat. We should do that. That's one for us we can take. Go back. Go back. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do you want to do it? Do you want to do it on your phone? Do it on your phone then and send it to me.
Take me 6 months.
Yeah. It took me fucking like an hour and a half to do that fucking shitty Godzilla King Kong one. Jesus, man. It'll be well long to do it.
Yeah.
This one, I mean, it's cool. It is very cool. I mean,
I think it's well cool.
I like not funny enough, sorry, but the creator of Berserk actually passed away this week, and
Yeah, I saw the post about it.
yeah, because the thing is about it is like, well, you know, the people have been waiting like 30 years for this story to be completed, and now it's like, he's kind of died. I hope he's got a lot of notes because we want this story to be finished. So I hope people are going to get an end to it. I was very fortunate because I didn't watch the original Berserk cartoon, which I think was like the 80s. I watched it when I was at work and I did nights back in 2017. And when I watched it, people literally waited 30 years for the follow-up cartoon. I literally watched it when the new cartoon came out.
I won't get involved in any of that waiting shit.
Yeah.
I don't watch any, like, even with, like television.
Yeah.
I don't like to watch things if it's like a really long time. I feel like someone it takes like 2 years to make. I just like, nah, I ain't watching that.
Yeah.
I'm not starting that.
I normally wait till the end. I do lose interest quite easily. And,
I did it with Cobra Kai. Like, I started watching like 2 seasons were out, and I watched them when they come out, and then I watched the you know what I mean. But that's now I'm like, well, I want to watch the rest of it. Where's the rest of it?
Yeah,
and it's fucking annoying.
Well, I watched what's it called, Vikings, and I lost interest in that quite quickly.
Love that.
Old man Tino in the house, $10. Boom.
Oh wow, fucking hell! Thank you, man. Thanks, bro.
Okay. There we go.
Never skim it. No, it's not that. Cheers, man.
I'm in the water now.
Drinking water, are you?
Well, yeah, right, whiskey. There you go. So there you go. That's the problem then with
Nah, see that they're all too similar. They're all too
way
similar.
too similar.
Pointless.
Way too similar.
It's all pointless. That
65 by 30. That's not that big. It's all right. Then you got the Pop Culture Shock. This is the Felicia, and this is the season pass of Felicia. So apparently their season pass ones are selling very well, and I'm glad to hear that because the new ownership of Pop Culture Shock, they're just starting to kind of benefit now from taking over the company, and I hope they do well. I really do.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
Cool, man.
Annette as Felicia. This one as well is what I like. I like the shredder. I think this is really nice piece. I think this and actually the turtles they did are really well done. They remind me of the arcade version, but they do look really cool. I mean, this looks like a really nice piece
as well, man. Yeah. It's nice.
So like 22 by 15 by 13.
Doable, man.
Really nice piece. I think it's a really nice looking piece, and it's got like a real. Like cape there, but real nice switch outs on there. If you look at the back there, I think we had a close up of that, but that's like a Mauser. But yeah, it looks fantastic.
I like the blades, but there's one with like a sword or something in it. Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
He's got like Leonardo's sword in his hand, I believe.
And then Krang communicator.
Yeah, the communicator with Krang. So yeah, I got like the image of Krang on there. Shredder should have just fucking killed him, shouldn't he?
You'd have stuck that fucking brain right in the head.
Yeah. With his big fucking Hodor motherfucker holding him. Yeah.
Give the Hodor fucking thing a magazine and stab the fucking crane straight in.
But yeah, so Emperor Zergi said he's got that shredder. Looks really nice, that shredder. Really good. I'm impressed with that. Stone Cold, I think we spoke about this before, but I just picked it up because it looked quite nice.
Looks fantastic, yeah.
27 inches though, high, big piece.
Yeah, that base is quite high though, man. See, for
I guess so.
I might have strapped a bit off that a bit. I might have taken that down.
Yeah.
27, is that 27.5? I would probably try and drop that down 2 inches. I'd probably go 27, like 25. I think that's a good size for things like that. I mean, 20 it will still fit in a D-top, but it's tall.
We also got the PCS 1/3 scale Iron Man. So yeah, this is from the game. I don't like it. It looks a bit thick. Looks a bit
Don't
thick
like
in the midsection, you know?
No, not for me.
Yeah. 35.5 by 18 by 16. So that's a big old piece. Based on that game, I believe. The game reverse, yeah. Not a fan of it myself. And with it being 1/3 scale and that kind of pose, you need to be really, really on form with the engineering there because look how there's nothing there. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah,
So there's nothing there. So that peg needs to go all the way down there and then come all the way through here, which is quite
doesn't look
risky.
big enough. Doesn't look big enough, does it?
I don't know if you got the angle.
See, for me, I would say the peg needs to go across the hip and then go straight down. But it's very hard because, as you can see with that sculpt, the peg is going to be coming out of the angle that you were talking about. So yeah.
Well, if you're looking from this side,
might be slightly problematic.
Yeah, because if you look there, that's a hole. That's a separate part. So if you look at that from a straight angle, straight going down, you got a lot of peg there.
Yeah, I'm going to need them too.
This then is the Deadpool Venom Pool. For the game again, this is a huge piece.
This is Gem Mint's pictures, isn't it?
I don't like that base at all.
Nah,
I don't like that base. It's horrible. Yeah. I'm not a fan of that base at all. Quite bright as well, and I mean, like the texturing. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that piece. I don't know if you've got the space to display that. I wouldn't display it. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that in the slightest.
I quite like the figure myself. Don't like the base too much, but I think it's pretty cool.
Then they got Hugo.
It's one of them ones. It's the sheer size of it that's impressive. Got some nice detailing on it. I'm not adverse to it.
I don't know. I mean, instead, I wish they were trying to have more texture and detail in it. But the thing is, I think that's what works for it because it looks more like. I think the style they're going for works for it. And I think that. I don't think it needs more texture.
Yeah, it's not meant to be sort of realistic, is it? It's meant to be from sort of like a borderline from the sort of old cartoon and game art. And with that, you've got to respect the history of it and make it look like that because that's where the nostalgia lives. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to see a modernized Shredder. I think it looked like shit, but I would like to see a proper classic one first.
I don't know. I think you've got to go with the nostalgia side of it, and also they're safe as well.
You go that first.
And how safe is that? You know, they also got the Hugo coming. So one of the things as well, which I do think is quite genius, is they're doing the kickboxer Van Damme, but also they're doing the switch out so you can make it into the blood sport. So you've got the blood sport, the kickboxer. I think that's
how do you do that as a switch out? How's that work?
Switches out like I don't know how it does, but there's like an ultimate one where it switches out, isn't there?
Is there?
Yeah, I believe so.
I wonder how they're going to do that. Looks like there's a. What am I missing there? Is that different? That's not a different sculpt. It looks like it's a little bit of a different sculpt. Am I seeing things here?
It looks like shading's just different.
I don't know, man. Looking at that, could be, but
the head's different.
I know the heads are different, but bicep looks a little bit more rounded, a little bit shorter. Chest looks a little bit squarer on the Street Fighter one.
It's just turnable. Oh, it's two different statues apparently.
It looks to me like they're two. It looks to me like they're two different. I mean, obviously, listen, it's the same guy's body, but it looks to me like they're different sculpts. Definitely does from top to bottom. So I don't think there's a switch that you can use on this. Maybe you get the Ultimate Edition, and maybe you get both figures and one base.
Maybe it's two statues. Maybe it's two statues.
Listen, I've got to be honest with you. For me, I'm all game for this because I think 100 ES is fucking well low, and I'm well gay for like kickboxer and bloodsport, man. don't give a fuck. I think
I
they're
was
awesome.
never a big fan of Kickboxer. I always loved Bloodsport though.
Kickboxer.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I always watched Kickboxer, and I think as well the bit with the rape and stuff was a bit much.
You don't see anything.
Yeah.
You don't see anything. Well, at least in the version I saw, you don't really see much. I think he whips her shirt. That's the only thing. They like drag her in, and then he like rips her shirt, and then the version I've seen it cuts. But then he tells him, doesn't he? Tells him when he's like busting him up. You bleed like
my lead, good fuck. Yeah.
Good fuck.
I think even the version that we had of not AWOL, the other one. What's the one? Cyborg.
Yeah.
I watched a version of Cyborg years after we'd watched like the VHS version, and there was like loads of little extra bits. Loads of extra bits. There was a whole scene where Vendor fucks him up badly.
Yeah.
Like they have a fight, and he can't fight against Vendor. Vendor fucks him up before he strings him up.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, the version I had is he comes out the sewer, and he like, runs across the sand, and then he runs across the water first, and he fucks up a few people in the water, and then she gets stabbed in the water, and then he runs onto the land, and he fucks up a few people, and then he gets done, and then Vendor just says, "String him up," and he like strings him up, and that's it. But then there's a whole scene where he fights Vendor then, which was cut out of the version I had. And there's also a bit as well where he stamps on the floor. Do you know where he's in like the derelict building? Do you know when he's walking with her and they're going like reading the map and she goes, "Oh, Charlestown, blah, blah." And then he kind of like runs off and she goes, "Hello," or whatever. And then he runs away and then he goes into the building. Yeah. And then when he's fighting the people in the building, there's a bit where he stamps on the floor and a knife comes out of his boot and he kicks someone. He kicks someone in the throat. But again, the version I had, it was cut out. All that was cut out. But yeah. I love that film, Cyborg.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Also, you got Drago coming from Rocky 4.
Drago.
Also, you got like Queen Studios.
Yes, but you're far too old to think you could win over Drago.
Queen Studios are doing some of these as well. So they're doing the Dark Side Steppenwolf, Superman, Thor, and the Scarlet Witch. They're doing all them as well. Got Bounce Boys Curfew finally done in the city. Time to get drunk. You enjoy yourself, Prime Collector. Have a good time, my friend.
Smash it.
Pit Fighter, yeah. Pit Fighter.
I remember that game.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome that was. Oh, we should
pick
the big buff wrestler guy.
Huh?
Oh, we should pick the big buff wrestler guy.
Yeah.
Always.
I don't remember the game that much. I just remember it being so bad. But
it was fucking good.
At the time, it was like this kind of
it was like realism. It was like they looked real.
But I remember
fucking awesome. When I get off this chat, I'm going to go watch a video on Pit Fight. Watch it.
But wasn't it really bad when you start a fight, you kind of like you fall into the pit?
I felt probably.
You like float down into the pit and kind of like, and then there's stuff.
I can't remember. I'm going to go watch it.
I don't remember. You have like a pickup truck, like a forklift behind you.
I can't remember. Like honestly, I just remember fighting in like a bar with all realistic people everywhere. We should probably cut it now because that's 3 hours. We should stop now and then try and save some of this stuff for next time because otherwise this could go on forever on a day.
All right.
3 hours is enough for a chat. I feel like I don't want to go into fucking Thor Gunderson and Rod Beat with territory. They're on a different level. I'm going to go watch Pit Fighter now.
I'm just telling you how many there are left.
Don't make me sad.
107 pictures left.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Right, let me delete all the ones we've done then, so I remember.
All right, could you do it? Also, you'll be getting a bit slurry over there, whiskey lad.
Probably,
which means you have a tendency to sort of go on a bit.
Well,
so 107 pictures could take 174 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Didn't like that, did it? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It was just me.
No, what will happen?
Oh no! When I pressed the button, the computer was like, "Did it dare?" I was like, "Whoa, cowboy!"
Yeah, fuck your couch.
All
And
right,
then what we're going to get together? What we saying Thursday, next week or Wednesday? What's the crack? What do you reckon?
What did we say?
Yeah, I believe we
I
did
don't
say.
think we said. Oh, did we?
I thought I said
Well,
Wednesday.
I'm locked down until Tuesday.
Good. Well, we'll do it Wednesday then. On the first day you're allowed out.
Yeah.
No, you're allowed out Tuesday. So go out Tuesday and then we'll do it Wednesday.
Well, that's Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, Pitfire. There you go. Wait, let's get this up. Oh, wait.
You don't listen to me saying this is time to go. You just don't listen.
Right. No, I just wanted to see what it was like.
No, I don't even spoil it. I want to watch it on my own. I want to reminisce. I want to not remember who the fighters are.
It's bad. It's really bad.
That's awesome. Go through comments to see if there's anything.
All right. Stuck up. Shredder was more detailed. Two different pieces. Talking about it. Okay. No, nothing bad. Okay.
Good.
Not bad. No, we're cool.
Tell them we do. Fuck off.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, we'll be on here much more regularly.
We'll catch you next week, man. We'll be here. We'll work out. It's either going to be Wednesday, it's going to be Thursday, but one of them 2 days we'll try and get back onto things. So, I mean, we could do a Friday if people want to do it, but Alex likes a bit of social. Yeah, they are. See, yeah, got a life. Likes to go.
Wednesday or Thursday is best for me.
Yeah, I'm up for it. It's done this either way. I have a family, so yeah, Friday's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Wait till you have a little fucking one screaming around. Just see how much you want to go out and get fucking pissed off.
Well, you're not really making it appealing to me, so yeah.
Yeah, well, you can get over and see your godson. He's you won't know who the fuck you are. He's already calling Mike Uncle Mike, so you're fucked. If he goes any further, I'm going to change him and switch you over.
God. Anyway, fuck your couch. All right.
God bless.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. The usual: like, comment, subscribe, share, and make sure you give the thumbs up and things like that. And put a comment down there. Let us know what you want to see next time. And
we've got so much to catch up with. We're not going to run out of any content anytime soon. 6 months out.
All right. Cool beans.
Peace.
Bye-bye.